to a world of thrills, a world of drama, of capes and tights, a world where death is following dough. Welcome to the Geek Matrix. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Geek Matrix DC Comics Review Show, episode number 268. My name is Rob. As always, joining me are my wonderful co-hosts, Josh.
Hi, still here.
And Brandon.
I'm super excited to be here this week. Excuse me while I finish this apple. That's all I got.
That's all I got. That's all one needs.
Yeah.
I got a lot more, but we'll see how much I can get through before they get sick of me. I know they get sick of me when they stop talking.
Impossible.
But I'll keep doing it anyway, so it's all good.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
Right.
I've known you for 4 years now. I've never been sick of you once.
No.
I don't plan on starting now.
No. I've been sick of doing this. I've gotten tired of doing the show without having both of you guys here though. Like I feel like a while ago there was where I had to do it by myself like 2 weeks in a row, and I'm like, this isn't even fucking fun. And then like I've had to do it with like Rob's had to miss a show and it's just me and Brandon, and Brandon's missed and it's just me and Rob, and it's like I like it, but it's just not the same.
He lies. You should hear the abuse he throws my way. Honestly.
Well, I mean,
it's a shame we don't have an HR department.
There's a reason why we don't have an HR department.
The amount of lawsuits from creators. Oh God. All right, so we're gonna switch things up a bit today. We have a little amount of books and a lot amount of news.
Creators should at least thank us in the credits, because it's obvious somebody's listening to our fucking show. I mean,
yeah,
it's been like what, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks in a row where it's been like shit we've said very recently has come to light. Oh man, it's so good, and it's not leaks. As far as I know, unless you guys are making predictions and telling me they're predictions, but what they really are is shit you read in a solicitation.
No. We're just magic. That's all it is.
Should we start talking about how Mattel is gonna release figures to the exact same scale as McFarlane? That would be fucking great.
That would be fucking great. Yeah,
and that would be so great.
Manifest that into a reality.
Fucking, that's what I'm talking about, man. Give me. Oh, I hijacked the whole beginning of the show, but yeah, give me.
It's okay. It happens. Now, honestly, so one thing I've been meaning to tell you, and I forget, there actually is another wave of McFarlane's coming out. So the wave that was announced at New York Comic Con is not the last one. They're doing a spring release, and that's it.
All right. Real quick before we get it out of the way, before we talk about anything else, we're covering Nightwing 131, Titans 28, Justice League Red number 3, and New Gods 11. All right, now there's another McFarlane wave.
Yes. I don't know when it will be announced, but apparently there is a spring 2026 collection that will be released, and that will be the final one. I thought winter 2025 would be the last one, but I guess the contract is they could design up to the end of 2025 and then release those ones, and that's it. So they can't design anymore in 2026.
It'll be 3 or 4 more characters.
Well, not necessarily. If you think about how many characters were announced for winter 2025, there was at least 10.
Well, right, but those were different
new figures,
waves, though, right? Were those considered to be in different waves?
Yeah.
Like one of the waves is 4 figures, another wave is like 3 or 4 figures.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
All right, so at spring, there's going to be at least 1 wave, right? So there'll be
at
like
least,
3 or 4 figures. Okay, cool.
But there's probably going to be 6 to 10.
But that's all together. That's not the ones that I focus on. That's like you're including like superpowers and some of their other lines?
No.
No, just McFarlane figures.
Yeah. Alone and just like they didn't even announce any superpower stuff at Comic Con. I don't think.
Nice.
Let me look at this again. Yes, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just single figures announced for Winter 2025.
Sweet.
11 new figures. And then there's the two packs, the 2 Green Lanterns and the 2 Flashes. To make it 15 total figures. Oh no, that's actually sorry, the 2 packs are spring 2026. So 11 new figures for Winter 2025. Just regular 7-inch figures.
Oof. Well, for anybody out there that's listening that I know isn't going to buy me a present, I'll take those for a present.
There you go. I would love Larfleeze. Thank you very much.
The holidays are coming.
All right, well that's enough about that. I guess we should just
The
jump right
Larfleeze does
into
look cool.
our
Does it
books.
look? I forget what the one I got you even looks like.
Honestly, kind of similar. I have it right here somewhere.
Show me.
No, it fell over. I got this one.
There we go.
That's not the one you got me, but
No.
Come here. Come here. Don't drop anything. Oh my god.
That definitely wasn't him.
No, that was Black Lantern Superman. There he is.
There he is. Nice.
There's little old Larfleeze.
Oh, you know what?
No,
right there is an excellent fucking story.
Larfleeze.
It could be a 3-issue mini. Okay, I think that it could be an interest. I think that there could be a good story within 60 pages for this. Larfleeze. Are you ready for this shit?
Go on.
Gets pregnant.
I hate it.
Immaculately.
So
hold on. There is no dead. It just happens. And
Larfleeze's immaculate conception.
Yes.
No.
He has a baby in one day. And it's just as greedy as him, but now he's got another person to take care of. It could be fucking hilarious.
And that's our show, folks. Thank you for joining us.
It could be hilarious. Week. Whoever's listening at DC, I know you're gonna put this shit up. Chip Zdarsky would write that. Donny Cates would write that.
Damn it! Look, I'm speaking as a Lantern
Not
fan.
Could, would.
Don't. Just don't. Please don't. I beg you.
That could
Josh,
be amazing.
We agree on a lot of cool ideas. I don't think this is one of them. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, there needs to be a Larfleeze and Low Larfleeze 3-issue mini, and that was the first idea I had for getting him a little Larfleeze.
Why does there need to be a little Larfleeze?
Because the idea seemed cool when you were holding them together.
I guess.
And I want them short and fat like that one.
What about
give me a thick fleeze?
A thick fleeze, Jesus Christ.
Large junk.
like a 5th dimensional imp fleeze. Yeah.
Yeah, but then he goes away.
Doesn't have to. Do you know how hard it is to say Larfleeze backwards?
Do I? No, I haven't tried.
Exactly. Nobody wants to.
Okay, wait, hold on. Larfleeze, Larfleeze. So backwards is EZEELFR.
No. Yeah.
Ezephral. Ezephral.
I feel like
Or not, no, not easy. Is Zephral. Larfleeze. Zephral.
are you not missing a letter in that?
Larfleeze. Zephral.
I know. You're pissed.
About
I
what?
wasn't there to read about Nightwing or something.
Easel.
I'm sorry. Someone called me and I had to manically explain where I've been for the past couple of days.
Did you tell him you were at
I mean
Cornell
manically.
Quidditch Club?
Yeah.
No. Nah, Cornell Quidditch Club was sophomore year. That's old news. It's in the past.
It's dope.
No, all you missed, Brandon, was Josh trying to manifest a book about Larfleeze having an immaculate conception child called Little Larfleeze.
Can I sell this book? Can I sell this book? Can I give you your money back? I don't think I want your charity anymore. I think I'm done with this show.
Yeah, Rob wasn't good with it either.
I tried to stop the show.
Okay, so look, I asked him what
I have a lot of questions for you.
I asked him. We were talking about the new McFarlane toys that were coming out. One of which is Larfleeze. I asked him. Right. I said I couldn't remember what the Larfleeze I got him looked like, so he went to show me, and he got the there's a little shorter, fatter, like thicker Larfleeze that he's got that's like this.
Larfleeze.
The what?
Pop soda Larfleeze.
There you go. Excuse me. And he held the McFarlane 7-inch one next to the Pop Soda one. And yeah, go ahead and do it, Rob.
Like this.
Right. And I'm like, oh my God, that's such a good idea. We need a story like that. So how do we get Larfleeze and Son? Immaculate Conception, I guess?
I think we need a story that does not satisfy someone's fetish.
Yeah, well, I mean, fetish.
I think I can live without that. What's it called?
Fucking awesome. Okay, it doesn't have to be Immaculate Conception. I'm just saying
that actually makes it a bit better.
Book would be pretty good, especially if it was written by somebody like Donnie Cates or Chip Zdarsky.
Like Larfleeze and Son, sure. Larfleeze trying to take care of a child might be a hilarious freaking book. Yes. It's the fact that you said Larfleeze has an immaculate conception.
It was the only thing.
Burn my retinas.
Got the fucking. Got to come up with how Anne's Son got there.
Yeah, I will say, as like a parody book, Rob, you're kind of cooking. You could do like a parody of Lone Wolf and Cub or something, but it's Larfleeze and some random alien child.
I was thinking like Captain Caveman and Son.
Yeah, that too.
Except I want an origin story. The kid's got to come from somewhere.
It doesn't have to be like a male pregnancy thing. It could just be some child.
I don't know. Is born one day, but you know what would be hilarious if Larfleeze.
I mean, technically speaking, I guess we could just have them pull it out of nowhere. I mean, they did that for Sinestro.
I don't know. They got to pull his son out of somewhere, and if he's pregnant, it's got to come out of his butt.
Out of his butt.
All right, let's talk about something else.
Pardon me, but would you like a fish sandwich?
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, you got me started now, and that's not a good thing.
Oh no. All right, Rob, you said you want to do things a little differently. You wanted to cover the books up front and then do the bullshit afterwards.
At least for this episode, we'll see how it goes, because let's face it, not a lot of books to talk about this week, and yet there's a lot of news to talk about. And we all know at this point, after 4 years, when it comes to news, the three of us can fucking talk. That's true. I think we need to give ourselves less time constraints on the news and just leave that open, so we can still go through the books. That won't take us long, and we'll just run through the news and have some fun with it.
one of us, not naming names, I'll let you draw your own conclusions, may or may not have had a front row seat at very many, I don't know why I said very many of these announcements. Again,
Yeah,
I don't know who it could be, but I'm just saying that might be something that that person would be interested in discussing further without limit.
Very much so.
Yeah,
front row seat.
Front
front
row
row.
seats.
Not
Interesting.
literal front row.
Oh,
I wasn't there that early. I mean, I whoever it was probably wasn't there that early.
yeah. Whoever it could possibly be. Well, whoever it might be is going to tell us about Nightwing number 131.
I would be glad. I mean, yeah, whoever. It was not me. I was glad because I had a freak out because I thought I left this page at work. Nightwing number 131, written in ye old text because I didn't have the time to write on my computer. It was written by Dan Waters with art by Dexter Soy, colors by Veronica Gandini, and letters by Wes Abbott. And yes, a cover, I believe, by Dexter Soy and Veronica Gandini. I included the cover this time. Suck it, Josh. Nightwing and
Thank
Nightwing
you.
Prime team up and take down Killer Moth, whom Nightwing has identified as the primary culprit. Because you gave me shit about it last time, so I'm like, I don't feel like doing this week. I got too much going on. Anyway, Nightwing and Nightwing Prime team up to take down Killer Moth, whom Nightwing has identified as the primary culprit behind the inflow of Man-Bat serum into Bloodhaven. Their plan was to intercept one of Moth's customers, a member of the Clean Cut crew, but one of the members attacks Nightwing as he pursues Killer Moth. Nightwing Prime steps in to save Nightwing, but at the cost of letting Moth get away. While Nightwing and Prime return to Titan's Tower, Nightwing gives Prime detective study material while he goes off to meet with Maggie Sawyer. She informs him that a number of kids have gone missing, kids who all suspiciously drew the same image of the Cirque du Sin before disappearing. Maggie also shows Nightwing a picture of Zani, who she now believes is behind the recent developments. So Maggie passes authority to Nightwing on this case, saying it's outside her wheelhouse, before the two are interrupted by gunshots. Knowing Prime is likely to interfere due to his behavior, Nightwing rushes to the scene, but due to recent developments in space, see Superman Unlimited, kryptonite is far more abundant, meaning the Kryptonian Prime is more vulnerable to kryptonite weaponry. So Prime is blasted with a bolt of kryptonite just as Nightwing arrives, and Nightwing holds Prime in his arms. Prime hears something like circus music in the background as Nightwing looks up to see as Nightwing looks up, he sees the immense figure of the Zani towering above them. Just one observation: my handwriting is terrible. This was almost impossible to read. But what was not impossible to read was this issue, which was very good.
Brandon's favorite iteration of Wally.
Oh God!
I was just gonna say that.
I don't know why you're holding that abomination up to my face like that. I've done nothing but show you appreciation over the past week or so. I've been showering you with praise, and you treat me this way. I'm insulted.
You don't love his pose?
I don't love his pose, and I don't love that costume.
I gotta say something about that. That's like in the actual comic, it wasn't the greatest. I liked it, but the figure makes it look so much better.
The figure makes it look so fucking cool,
Cannot
dude.
agree with that at all. Cannot disagree more. Anyway, I know it's not my cover comment. No, Nightwing number 131 was great. Really loving the dynamic that they've set up between Nightwing and Prime, which was very confusing to write so many times because I thought I was talking about Superboy Prime. It's Nightwing Prime.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever. No, I love that he has this kind of mentor-mentee dynamic with Prime or Bryce or whatever name you want to use for him, and also kind of can relate to him in some ways, which I find interesting. Like it's not necessarily the same way that he was with Damian, where he's not trying to project his own Robin past onto Damian. It's more like I don't even know how to deal with this kid, but I'm just trying to rein him in. Whereas this seems a little bit more understanding, which I think is a new angle that I'm glad Dan Waters is exploring. But the mystery continues with the Zani and the Cirque du Sin. It feels like it's reaching kind of a climax. Like, okay, now the Zani is ready to make its next big move. So I don't know where that's going to go and in what capacity and why the Zani is chosen now to manifest, but I'm excited. I'm down for it. So I gave this one an 8.5 out of 10.
I mean,
Mic drop. Silence.
well, no, I don't even know, man. It's okay. It's good to see the commission Nightwing on the same page now, but all I can think about is Nightwing Prime. Is the kid gonna make it? And now, I mean, I think the big showdown with the Zani is coming soon. I just hope it's big and not like a 2 or 3 pager. It feels like it's going to be
Oh, now you
monumental.
care about that? But when Green Lantern does it, it's fine. You hypocrite, you.
I
Yeah, okay.
expect
I
more
got your
out of
number.
my bat books. You should
Yeah, all right,
know
all
this
right,
by
all
now.
right. Make all the excuses that you want.
I think anything less would be a little bit disappointing, but as far as what we have right now, it is anything but. The art and story are absolutely engrossing, and its waters at its absolute best. I give it an 8.75 out of 10. Oops. And that's the cover for Nightwing.
Hell yeah.
That's a
I
crime me
agree
not showing you.
with all of the above, and the cover is quite nice as well. It's got me even more invested in this whole Zani storyline. I don't know if it was mentioned before that Nightwing knows roughly what the Zani is or has heard of the Zani, but just that moment where he saw the image and he was just like, "Oh my god, it's my nightmares." I'm just like, "Oh fuck, all right, this is
Yeah,
this is getting good."
he's had I want to say 2 delusions of encounters with the Zani.
Yeah,
Right.
once is Robin and once is Nightwing. Although
Yeah.
I know he was hallucinating as Nightwing, but I can't remember if it was getting after. I can't remember if it was after getting hit in the head or exposed to gas or something like that. I have to go back to
Right.
see what happened.
But even mentioned there's some like horror stories from his circus days as well. And just like, oh, okay, yeah, this is. I like this whole little side, not side story. This whole little adventure is kind of interesting. So I'm
It's
still,
like a circus version of an urban legend,
yeah,
and coming for the circus's biggest star, and I think it's absolutely awesome.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm also giving this an 8.75.
Fantastical. And now we will cover Titans. Number 28, written by John Layman, art, colors, and cover by Pete Woods, with lettering from Wes Abbott. The Titans are scrambling. It's Evacuation Earth, and that is their job, working with a number of other heroes, including John Kent and Beast Girl. The Titans are moving a lot of people off Earth really fast, using the Blue Haven base as well as both Titans towers, from New York and San Francisco, which have been converted into flying machines that blast off refugees into space. They're also working with things on the moon. Everyone is working together until they've been assigned a specific task. Starfire's was to escort the escape rocket buildings into and through space to the moon. Sup, guy? Sup, guy? Sup, guy? um, Unfortunately, she has to send out a distress call to Evacuation Command, headed up by Donna Troy. Her escorting gets interrupted when Granny Goodness shows up, leading a whole ass army of parademons, and she's not alone. There was a lot of action, a lot of emotion, a lot of talking, a lot of great art, and it was not outstanding. Um, I didn't hate it. It does
Yeah.
feel like it has some weight, but I'm a little underwhelmed by what this issue could have been, I think, and I wish I could explain that better. It has a lot going on and a lot going for it, and though it didn't really feel smushed in while I was reading it, it kind of feels like it was now that I'm done. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. I don't know, but it felt something was definitely off, and maybe a little less with the book. Can't put my finger on it, but that's where I'm at. Altogether enjoyable, but something definitely not as great as what I've been enjoying in Titans. I will give it a 7.5 out of 10.
I don't know if this could be it, but there was a very, no, I wouldn't say surprising, but a very big lack of action in this issue. There was no like fight to overcome. It was all just in motion, and with that, I actually really liked this issue. I thought the emotion and triviality of it all was very touching, and you just saw character moments. That's all it was. And you really got a feel for the Titans as a family, just reading the dialogue and seeing their interactions with each other. It really hammered home how close these people are to each other, and I really enjoyed that aspect of this. This is maybe my favorite issue of John Layman's Titans so far. um the only downside for me was the stuff with Tara. I just felt it was a little, I don't want to say forced, but awkward, and I'm curious
Awkward.
what he has planned with that whole like chestnut, if you will call it that. Um, just putting Raven on the Terra detail was kind of a weird choice, but again, like that fits the whole emotion angle. But maybe that was the only part of this issue I wasn't thrilled with. I thought it would have made sense if it was somebody else. Considering the Titans know how close Raven is to the whole situation with Gar and Terra, but that's besides the point. The rest of the issue I thought was fantastic. Um, I give it an 8.75 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, this book is the literary equivalent of a shrug of my shoulders. Like, okay, that was, whatever. I just, there's nothing to latch onto. I mean, there's a couple of like cute moments, I guess. I do actually kind of like the friendship, relationship, budding friendship between Beast Girl and Beast Boy. I love the idea that Gar could be a kind of mentor to someone like, I think her name is Corelli, and maybe they could have that. And she seems really eager about it. But everything else, I'm just like, I don't even really care. And it's unfortunate to feel that way because I think it. I can't remember if Josh used the word force, but it does kind of feel like they want you to feel a certain level of emotion, but it just don't. Maybe it's because the book has not been living up to that potential, and at this point, I don't even really care anymore, or it just wasn't executed very well in this issue. But
Yeah, see, I have been enjoying this book, but if I don't know, I've used this word
it feels
before
like
and not felt
Titans on
right using it,
autopilot.
but this feels right. It just felt a little empty.
Yeah, it feels like Titans on autopilot. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say AI generated Titans, but that's like close to that. Like, write me a Titan story that has these moments. And that's kind of, I hate saying that about someone like John Layman, but I don't know. The book has no soul, man.
Kind of has to watch saying
kind
shit
of,
like that too, because that kind of stuff that shit'll spread like fucking wildfire. It turns into John Layman.
Only my mom listens to this show anyway, so.
Well,
yeah, I don't
hi,
know.
Brandon's mom.
No, she does not listen to this show because she doesn't care about comics. No, I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. I do think there, like I said, there are some cute moments that maybe could lead to something, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it with this book, and I'm also questioning the timeline of this and New Gods because, as we'll see, Granny is currently fighting Barda, but also is heading off the Titans in space, or at least heading off Starfire in space. So I don't know. New Gods takes place before, probably, but Lord knows we're not going to get any clarification for that. So I don't know. I'm kind of just like, yeah, this just feels like whatever. I'm not even really paying attention to it that much. So 7 out of 10.
Fair enough.
Fair enough indeed. Full stop. Brandon does not like this flag on the field.
Dark side. No, this isn't a thumbs down book, but It's not great. It's like middle.
Yeah, you're not disqualified, but definite flag on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As red as his shirt. And speaking of red, Justice League Red number 3, take it away, Rob.
Woo! This is tiny font. Holy crap! This is written by Saladin Ahmed with art from Clayton Henry, colors from Rick Brianto, and letters from Lucas Gattoni. We open up not exactly where we left off last issue, but pretty feckin' close. Excuse me. Simon and Cyborg are taking on the cult of blood. The blood. They've got a few different names over the years. We're gonna figure out what they're called this time.
They were the
getting
obviously the
there.
Church of Blood.
Yeah.
Then there was what did Tom Taylor rebrand it as again? I can't even remember the name.
I
To be
don't
honest,
remember.
with the Brother Blood impersonator.
Yeah.
But it's usually reliably either the Cult of Blood or the Church of Blood.
Yeah.
You default to those two, you know.
But they've discovered a new name, and Josh kind of spoiled my reveal. It's called the Blood Tabernacle now.
My bad.
I was leading to something, Josh.
I thought you was legit couldn't remember.
No, I'm just a really good actor.
Well, dang, I'm so sorry.
And to fight these epic heroes, they
the whole
unleash.
Script with the whole cast.
I don't have a script. I read off the
like
cuff.
I would share my words.
I'm very good at improv.
My words are not fitting for such as you. Like holy texts, only to be read by myself because they can only be read by myself because they're illegible. Unless I type it on my computer.
I don't know. I like the challenge.
I finally took him out of the box.
About time. Now you're gonna take the other one out of the box.
Oh, actually, that's good. I have some issues of Adam from the Silver Age that I get to brag about.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah.
So while you have fun with your toys, I'll be reading.
Like them.
Okay, so
I do wish Mini Adam was posable. Mini Adam is not posable.
Yeah. Kind of hard to make, I'm sure.
But
yeah,
he can't fit on the stand, so
which is always good. Could somehow make an effect where it looks like he's just growing or shrinking or both.
I know I need one size in between the two of them.
Maybe something that's like transparent or semi-transparent, rather.
Yeah.
Just give it like an effect.
Yeah. But how would you make a scaling effect? Feels like it would be kind of hard.
Yeah.
3D printer.
But you'd have to make like successive translucent versions of Adam getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Or you could just have a large, I don't know, clear shape or something and have the illusion.
Like no more than 2 in between this size.
I'd have like 50.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, that's like, oh,
I'd have it like,
you know what I mean? I mean, like 2 would suffice.
Rob, did you ever read the Animorph books?
3 to 4 would be hell yeah.
I'd have it like that. The figure version of an Animorph transformation.
They should do an Animorphs movie.
Oh God, I don't think the world would embrace that. I also don't think the world would care.
I don't
That's
think
crazy. Some of the coolest people I know were Animorphs fans as kids.
Oh man, I don't know that I was ever a fan. I think I just liked looking at the covers and mildly entertained by what crazy story they could come up with.
Hey, is Russell okay? He hasn't shown up yet.
He's working midnight, so he's probably sleeping.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Anyway, back to our heroes.
Got it.
They are fighting this giant demon-like thing that the Blood Tabernacle has unleashed upon them. And as it's revealed, it can only be killed by the sword named Bloodseeker. And since they clearly don't have one. Simon has an idea. He's just gonna fucking make one with his Green Lantern ring. So he makes a giant sword construct with the word Bloodseeker written on it. Figures worth a shot, and what do you know? It works. Magic is just that simple sometimes. As which Cyborg
Technicalities. Loopholes are a
has to
bitch.
double down and say, I just love science so much more. Magic is bullshit. And yeah, I think Cyborg and Reed Richards would get along very well right now. Meanwhile, on the Red Tower above Earth's orbit, Power Girl is talking to her parents through some mystical science slash magic portal, potentially, that Red Tornado has crafted, giving her the ability to communicate with the past. And Karen, oh my god, Paige. Sorry. I just read Supergirl today, so I'm a little out of sorts right now. Paige needs to have a discussion with Reddy about boundaries and why this is just a step too far. Reddy reveals that it was supposed to be a gift, and at the same time, just himself needing to do something human because he feels that he's forgetting what it's like to be human still. Paige is just not sold on that whole concept. Until Reddy has one more reveal that amongst his worry that he is forgetting what it means to be human and he also might no longer understand death, he brought in an expert on death, and in walks Deadman, who does not speak
Yeah.
for the rest of the issue and just stands there menacingly.
He's just posing. He's getting
It's,
ready
he's,
for his big scene.
he's just
It's his
aura farming.
Batman impression.
It's horror farming.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It doesn't have quite the effect of like a large splash page, but it's there. It's got
Yeah.
the vibes, you know.
He's just always there in the background.
But
Just
also, well, I guess we'll get into this later. But I was kind of like, how can Power Girl see him?
Yeah.
She shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, that's one of my talking points.
Yeah.
So they are just there at that point. Meanwhile, Simon and Cyborg, after defeating the Beast, head into the stronghold for the Blood Syndicate. No, Blood Tabernacle. That's what it was called. Blood Syndicate, wasn't it?
Mm.
From Tom Taylor.
I thought it was something
Might have been.
else.
I don't know.
keep
No,
wanting
it
to say
was just
Church
the
of Truth,
church.
but
It was the
that's
Church of Blood.
now
That's all it
what I
was.
think.
It was just the guy's name that changed. It wasn't Brother Blood. It was Brother
Eternity.
Eternity. That's what it was.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I don't actually know that's true.
No, you're right. And there was Brother Eternity and the Church of Eternity.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Jeez.
See, I'm so smart. Not.
Well, you put the three of us together and we've got one hell of a brain.
Yeah, when we're not
Something
fighting
like
each
that,
other.
That sounds like a regular brain to me.
An almost complete brain, but
Yeah,
it's only a brain.
exactly. Right, so our heroes go up against the new leader of the Blood Tabernacle, now known as Father Blood, who says that the other blood sects are just not real, and this is the only group that is the true follower of blood. And this man wears a skull for a mask, and he has a lot of magic involved with his abilities. Takes down the heroes quite fast, but Red Canary, who is captured by the Blood Tabernacle, which our heroes were there to save, is able to kind of wake up from her. What the hell is it called? Drugging. What the fuck is it called? Tranquilization. I can't remember what the word is. And is able to actually tap into her own somewhat blood magic, taking down Father Blood and the Blood Tabernacle and basically destroying the entire compound. So these heroes head back to the Red base and go to confront Red Tornado as they also find Deadman aura farming, and this is when questions arise. As Red Tornado reveals the next mission they have, which is essentially the most dangerous one, and with all they've accomplished so far, the possible futures are narrowing down to a handful, and the potential how the fuck does he talk?
Third time.
Apocalypsification. There we go. Of Earth is um the apocalypse the damning of Earth is happening only if they can't stop Black Adam, and they need to kill him, and that's what's happening next issue. Sorry, my stumbling over that word kind of fucked up my end of that review. That was a
It's
hard
a
one to
hard
say.
word. It's a long
Yeah,
word.
apocalypsification. Jesus Christ, Red
Not a
Tornado.
word you would use every day. So
No.
save it a moment.
Yeah. So yeah, they need to kill Black Adam. That's the gist of it. And Red Canary supposedly has a big hand to play with pretty much every version of the future where they survive. And all of a sudden, she has powers now.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna get into that later.
yeah, so that's there's a couple of interesting things here. One, Red Canary has blood magic.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a really good explanation for that next
Can we call that the Duke Thomas effect? What happens when we don't know what to do with the character? Powers.
Powers, give them
Powers?
abilities.
Powers.
All of a sudden,
All of a
metahumans.
sudden, powers.
Yeah.
What were Duke's powers again?
Being a
Light
signal.
manipulation. Like I can't even remember. I remember that being something they were hyping up. Like
Yeah.
Used to have control over. He had control over the light, and then he started being able to have control over the darkness. And then what they decided to do was, who the fuck is Signal?
Right. Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
it-
unfortunate because ultimately that is kind of a cool fucking thing to have. A cool character, the concept behind it, but much more suited to perhaps a different kind of, like, maybe he could be a part of the Batman occult side of shit, or be a part of Justice League Dark and
Yeah.
explore those things. But
yeah.
to just say, hey, you've got powers, here's a never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, they just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe this will be a different case where they have something for Red Canary to do, but I don't know.
Hopefully. Or maybe they're just making up something for I got this plan for Justice League Red where a lot of the characters could be red themed, except for the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Who else is red? Oh, Red Canary, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wait, but Power Girl's not red.
She wears a red cape.
But Cyborg's not red.
Sometimes
got a red
lights
eye.
on him.
Or a red center.
Oh my god.
Depending
Well, I
on
guess
how
I
he's
should be on
depict-
Justice
how
League
he's
Red. 'Cause
depicted.
I'm wearing a red t-shirt.
You're wearing a red shirt, yeah.
Yeah.
Careful.
What will I bring to the team? Literally nothing. I would
Just like
be
Red
"Sign
Canary."
my-"
librarian.
No, I got it. You can aura farm with Deadman because that's
Oh, yeah.
all he's doing.
I'll just stand in the corner and try and look cool, but I don't
Yeah.
know how to do that. So
So speaking of that, why the fuck is he there? I was waiting for his reveal, and they finally
Yeah.
make his reveal, and they give us absolutely no reasoning to it. They just say, "Yeah, he's here because he understands death."
I
And
mean,
that's
presumably
it.
that will be explored in the next issue. I hope in a satisfying way.
I
I
hope
think my
so.
point of contention was like, I mean, on the one hand, it bothers me because I'm like, how the fuck can they see Dead Man? That's his whole shtick. You don't know
Yeah.
that he's there unless you're keyed into magic. But I'm also kind of like, in a more comedic sense, wouldn't it be funny if like Boston in this series, at least for the first few issues, it's kind of like a black noir, just standing in the corner saying nothing the whole time. And then later on, he's like, "Nah, I was just fucking with you guys. I can talk."
Yeah.
They don't know because they're not familiar with Dead Man. And then he's just like, "Nah, I was just playing a joke."
I could see it as he's somehow made some deal with Ramakrishna where he could be visible but not heard,
I see.
and he's just silent for the remainder of the series.
Well, that would be most unfortunate.
Yeah,
'Cause
and he's
Dead
literally
Man's
just
usually known
there.
for his like kind of witty comments.
Yeah,
You know,
like that's
he's a performer. Like, should be.
that's really the basis of his power is
Yeah.
he can talk. by inhabiting other people. But yeah, it's his voice. To take that away kind of neuters the character, I feel. But yeah, we'll have to see. I was just hoping for him to even just say something. He came out looking very serious, and that was it. And yeah, I don't know, man. We'll have to see.
It's supposed to keep you on the edge of your seat, like, oh my god, what is he gonna say?
Yeah.
If he doesn't at some point say and reference that look and say it's his Batman impersonation, I'm going to be highly disappointed.
Well, Rob was saying possibly, what one explanation for him being visible is him making a deal with Ramakrishna, and at the cost of losing his voice. And I would be like, that would suck because his whole thing is being kind of funny and witty. But yeah, we'll see.
He's it. I'll be. Frankly, I'll be so very disappointed.
He's so disappointed. He was flabbergasted for a moment.
I'm always flabbergasted. I don't even know anymore.
Can you say apocalypsification for me?
Apocalyptification.
Ellipsopoxification.
Apocalypsification.
There you go.
That's what I just said. Apocalypsification. Apocalypsification. Whoop, that time I fucked it up.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypsification.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypsification.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypsification. Apocalypsification.
Ellipsopac.
A pack of lips.
Alpaca?
Suffocation. Apocalypse suffocation. Oh no.
Alpaca suffocation.
What the fuck? Suffocation. No, it's not, yeah. When you fuck it up that much, it's like just nonsense. Gobbledygook.
Whoa,
we went from
that was fun.
We went from apocalypsification to alpaca suffocation. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
God, I hope not.
Alpaca lips.
Animal cruelty.
It's right there.
Yeah, that was Darkseid's true plan all along.
Kangaroo words.
Alpaca lips suffocation.
It's not a king of Omega Energy. He's a king of tongue twisters.
Yeah. So that part of the book was fun.
Indeed.
Yeah, it was fun to try and say that 10 times fast. Hell, even 5 times fast. I enjoyed the stuff with Cyborg and Simon. The rest is just a lot of fucking questions, and I feel like we're getting no answers. And I'm just not sold on this whole thing with Red Tornado. I completely, again, as a fan of not only his solo series from the 2000s, but the Tornado's Path from Justice League with Brad Meltzer. I love the concept of Red Tornado trying to feel humanity. And anytime he feels like that's slipping or he's trying to grasp it more, I love that for him. I love that aspect of the character. So I like that aspect here, but I just feel like it's being pulled in the wrong direction. I don't know where the fuck this book is going, and I don't know if I like that.
Well, I got one point. Go ahead.
Red Tornado had a book in the 2000s. Did I miss something?
Remember at the beginning of this, we were shown Red Tornado taking up like replacing his human pieces with cybernetic pieces.
It was very dramatic in the first issue,
yeah. So him saying that he's feeling as though he might be losing his humanity or his understanding from a point, from a first person point of view of humanity, or even, as you mentioned, understanding death. He's saying it like he's asking for help about it, right? Or like there's a need for compassion there, but I don't know if I'm completely sold on it yet. If he's physically already replaced human pieces with cybernetic pieces, I mean, that migration was self-induced. So did he do that without considering that perhaps, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I don't know if he's genuine or not, and that could be definitely like one big thing where he is definitely not being genuine
Well, it could be that he's
at all.
torn because I would agree with you in spite of the fact, or not in spite of the fact, but because of the fact that even though he's like, I feel like I'm losing my humanity, it's still something he wants to get back. So I just don't know that he's completely foregoing that desire to be human again, which is where I'm willing to give this book a little bit of leeway because I think it's at least trying to make it a little more clear that that's sort of what Red Tornado wants, even if he's conflicted, as opposed to the first issue when he's like, I don't know if I was human, I don't know if I've been human if I ever was, or I can't remember the exact line, but it was something like that, and it was like that's not true because you have been human before and you seem to enjoy it. So I think this is kind of a step away from that. Like he wants to get back to that status, or at least that's how I was interpreting that line.
Yeah. As far as the book itself goes, Rob, I cut you off before you gave your score, or maybe
Classic.
even finished your review potentially.
We're always cutting Rob off. You can
Yeah.
let him just host a show by himself.
No. It's
Center of
okay. I was pulling
We'll
up the Red
interject
Tornado Song Series. 2009, 2010 is what it was. 6 issues.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, with
Yes, yeah, yeah,
the Red Tornado family.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, I mean, that was about all the
Oh,
notes
I
I
do
had.
remember that.
Kind of like on and off throughout the whole issue. But it's giving me the Simon love that I desire. So I'm happy about that because Lord knows Green Lantern books can't give it to him. So for now, I'll say 7.75 out of 10.
You know, 8 out of 10 for me. I don't know. There's some stuff that, like you, I need a bit more clarity on, and I'm yet to be completely sold on the mystery. But it's fairly solid, you know, with the exception of some weirdness around Dead Man. Speak, please. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would like for some answers soon. Not too soon, but I would like for some answers so that we can get a general sense of the direction. I also don't want the book to get too lost in its own mystery and then it ends after 12 issues and you get no answers. Or worse, you get all the answers in one rushed issue. Nobody wants that.
Yeah. Nobody.
Well, I read it and I'm like, what in the ever loving hell? They've got to kill Black Adam. Red Canary's got powers. Red says that she's at the center of everything working out, but for the record, neither her nor Black Adam are in the KO tournament, so it's some other way that they're affecting the entire universe related to Darkseid. Uh, I think that the issue took the story from iffy to interesting with everything but Red Canary getting powers. I'm a little concerned about that. I didn't put the signal link there, but that kind of makes it worse. Not going to let it drop the score down any, though. I am thankful for making it go from iffy to interesting. Uh, makes me wonder more and more about Red Tornado and his secrets, but I'll be damned if I'm not hooked. And I enjoy the art too. I gave this an 8 out of 10.
Right on.
Nice. All right, it's back to me. I know.
Back to Brad.
Nobody wants that. But I got to talk about the New Gods
face.
number 11 because they're making me do it. I mean, I would talk about it anyway because I love this book, but like, it's not my choice. I got 2 books this week, so you're getting full unhinged me. The New Gods.
That's what the
11,
fans are clamoring for.
Exactly.
Yeah, all the fans.
They want unhinged Brandon.
The New Gods number of present company excluded, of course. The New Gods number 11, written by Ram V with art by Dennis Cowan, Anthony Fowler, and Evan Cagle. Colors by Francesco Zagala and letters by Tom Napolitano. And yes, cover from Nimit Malavia. Got you. In Van Horn, Texas, Otis Tennant dreams of the Black Racer and finds that on the day of the Niktari invasion, the fleet invasion anyway, he's manifested as the Black Racer and is ready for combat. Barda and Diana continue to hold off Granny and the possessed Akala, though Granny gets the upper hand on Barda and calls out her weakness, Pride, in the midst of their battle. In space, Orion and Scott go after Maxwell Lord and Desaad respectively, with Desaad revealing his true face, which I didn't realize was a thing, and paralyzing Scott with pain, while Lord, not because of his face, because of something else, I should clarify, while Lord unleashes the full pain of Kamal in a concussive blast that neutralizes Orion for the moment. Barda, despite a moment of defeat, summons her own power to grow in size, which I also didn't realize was a thing, and overcomes Granny and her possession of Akala. In space, as Kilowog and Joe Mullane look upon the massive Niktari fleet, Kilowog notices a wave of destruction clearing away the ships. As he notes, they may need, or this may be the extra firepower that they need to fight off the fleet, and our final image is of the Black Racer just destroying various ships, which is pretty cool. Talk about aura farming. Yeah, this issue, I feel spoiled this week. I get all the good ones. This issue is great as usual. The series is great. Absolutely love seeing some full circle moments with Scott and Orion, and also kind of Maxwell Lord, as we finally get a sense of like, why is Lord here? Yes, he's been called by a god, but why? What is the deeper reason? And his whole speech of, we just kind of look upon you and shrug our shoulders like, okay, I guess we just have to deal with the gods and the deities and all this stuff, and we can't really do anything about it. Like, I was like, okay, now I get it. Now I get why someone would choose Lord to uphold this plan that they have. So I think that was a really great reveal to have. But yeah, things are just heating up, and I don't know. I have conflicted feelings because on the one hand, this issue is great. Evan Cagle, phenomenal. Action is great. But I'm also like, next issue I think is the last issue for a little while, and I'm like, come on, what's happening? What's going on? Like there was so much momentum here, and for them to just kind of call it here is a little bit depressing. I can't remember if 12 is the last one. I remember Romby saying they were taking a break.
Yeah.
I don't know when they'll be back, but I was just like, I don't want to let go of this series yet. It's like a friend that you've gotten to know for a year and he's moving away, and you're like, can't you just stay? So yeah, as always, series is great, issue is great. 9 out of 10 for me. I'm done.
Agreed. With everything you've said, I like it all. It's a fantastic series. It's got everything you could ever want in the New Gods. And now the Black Racer has joined the fight, and I just can't fucking wait for the next issue. That's really all I have. It's fantastic. If you're not reading the New Gods, do yourself a favor and go pick up a copy, please. It is so freaking good.
I also have a sneaking suspicion. I forgot to mention this, but it just came to mind because I was looking at the next cover, that I think the next issue, because they're taking a break, who knows when they'll be back, is going to end on a cliffhanger, which may be slightly divisive, but I think it's going to be Maxwell Lord achieving godhood, whatever that looks like.
God.
Because I'm looking at the cover and I'm kind of like, well, I mean, it's Orion and Scott, but I have a feeling that something's going to happen with Lord that is a bit unexpected. So I wanted to mention that. Okay, now I'm done.
Fair enough. Yeah, I kind of get that vibe as well. We'll have to see. 9 out of 10 from me for the New Gods, number 11.
Shit. Orion might be melted. The Scott might be defeated. Barda's a fucking mountain, and the Black Racer is teaming up with the Lanterns. I mean, what even is life anymore? This is such an amazing title. I never get tired of it. This story has been off the walls amazing, and I love every second of it. It's 11 issues, and it's 11 amazing issues. I can't say that without meaning it. I mean, more. Every part of it, story and art. Always a big one for me. I gave this an 8.5 out of 10 because it deserves it.
To answer your question, life without this book is very sad.
Sucks butt.
feels rather empty.
Yeah. And that will happen soon, unfortunately.
You have to rub it in like that, man. What the fuck?
That's what I do
Pour
best.
salt in the wound some more. Why don't you? My God,
I'll get some
I'm already.
hydrogen peroxide as well.
Can I? Can I? I already have enough things ending. Okay, they just put out the last volume of My Hero Academia, so I'm already depressed about that.
Oh yeah, I
Now
heard
you
that
have
was
to
happening.
remind me that one of the best series is ending next month. Thanks a lot, some friend.
My kid just asked me if I minded if he started watching My Hero Academia.
Oh man,
I'm like,
yeah, it is.
yeah,
It's a journey.
hell
There are
yeah.
some moments in later seasons that are a little bloody, but it sounds like you've shown your kids stuff that's a little intense. So I think they should be
I
able to
mean,
handle it.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
But I
she
mean, yeah, now's
doesn't
the
cry
time
or
because like
anything.
this is the final season. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's nothing like the series is over, the show is ending. Like it's just, I what am I supposed to do? How does life go on? This is ending. New Gods is ending. Green Arrow is ending. I might just end at this point. Fuck it. Why go
No,
on? What is there worth living for?
Nightwing
Uh, yeah, and Firestorm.
and
I'm
Firestorm.
oh, spoilers. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. We'll save that in a few minutes. Let's get into our top three and favorite moment. I'll do our favorite cover, and then we'll get into all the juicy news. Son of a bitch, Larfleeze. Yeah. I'll just pump mine out really quick. Number three, I have Titans. Number two, I have Nightwing. Number one is the New Gods. My favorite moment, however, is coming out of Justice League Red with Simon making the blood seeker construct or whatever it was called, and that actually fucking working. I thought that was brilliant. Great use of Green Lantern abilities.
Very smart. Very smart.
Really hammering home the concept of anything you think of, the ring can create.
I love that.
Yeah,
When writers do that, take full advantage of it.
exactly.
I guess I'll go because Josh
Yeah.
is giving me the death stare. My death stare means silent stare.
No, I'm typing. Sorry.
Is gonna be Justice League Red. Number two, Nightwing, and number one has to go to the New Gods. Oh man, so many moments to choose, so many. But I think I have to give it to one that seems rather easy. But honestly, just seeing, I, I was gonna say seeing Barda at that size, but I'm also thinking about Desaad literally taking his mask off and us seeing this like beautiful man for the first time, which was such a what the fuck moment.
Turns out Desaad's the Prince of
Desaad is
Persia.
handsome. Excuse
That's
me. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between those two moments, but I think I'll give it to Barda, if only because that was genuinely like, what the fuck is even going on? I didn't even know that was something you could do. But I love that, and I love seeing Barda have a triumphant moment over Granny. So
Yeah,
super cool.
it's always good to see. All right, Josh, it's your turn.
All right, fine. My top three are Justice League Red in third place, New Gods in second place, and Nightwing in first. And my favorite moment is going to be in Nightwing as well. Nightwing to Nightwing Prime, trust me. I know how you feel, but thank your lucky stars. Batman used to make me study in Latin. And at first I read it as study Latin, which would suck, but study in Latin?
I mean,
Batman's a dick.
knowing Batman was probably both. It was study Latin and then read this in Latin, like the ultimate test.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you would
what a dick.
have to at least understand Latin.
Yeah.
Which means
it's like
probably made Dick study Latin even younger.
It's like imagine learning English for the first time and then being asked to read a book on criminology.
Yeah.
You just learn the language. Now you're being asked to read at a very high level. That's what it takes to be a Robin, I guess.
Yep.
That's what it takes to
White
be
Dick
a.
is the best.
That's what it takes to be a world's greatest detective.
There you go.
All right. Okay, Josh. Sorry, I'm gonna need you to stop typing. We got to do our favorite covers now.
Oh my goodness! All right, our favorite covers: The New Gods, Justice League Red, Titans,
All right.
a DC knockout tie-in, and Nightwing. Which ones are on your favorites, guys?
Just like as an aside, I gotta just point out DC KO doesn't necessarily mean DC knockout. Could also be DC King Omega. It's a double entendre.
I mean, I suppose, but judging by the fist-like impact on the KO and on the banner itself, I
Yeah,
feel like they're kind of
double entendre. It's both.
implying that it's like a kapow.
It could
But
even
it
be a
could be
Capel.
King Omega. It definitely works. It definitely works.
I think it was both.
You know what they should have done was they should have outlined all of the fucking letters in Omega like energy lines.
That would have been cool.
That would have been fucking real cool.
Yeah.
Have all the outlines have yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
sure. All right, man. So our favorite, and
I really like the Titans one because it's a cool little shot, but I gotta give it to New Gods. It's just a beautiful cover.
Absolutely.
it's New Gods. All right, Brandon, and which one did you? Which
Oh
one is your
man.
favorite?
I think I'm also gonna have to give it to New Gods. That is a gorgeous one.
It really, really is. And contrary to the two of you, my pick this week is going to be, well, kidding. It's New Gods. And I think this three-peater here, the first time ever, is very, very well deserved. And it's at this point in the show where I say that's it, but it's not, because we went Freakier Friday and swapped places. So now it is the bullshit dump. Ow, that's nasty.
Did you have to say it like that? I just want to point out one thing before we get into the big news. Yesterday was One World Under Doom number 8, the penultimate issue. I thought it was the ultimate issue, but it's the penultimate issue. When I got to the last page, I went, "Oh, what the fuck?" When
What
it's
the
set to
fuck,
be
bud?
concluded next month. But my goodness, it had some really cool moments. I know neither of y'all are reading it, but I shared some really cool moments in the comics chat on Discord um, that were kind of wild. If you just want to like share in the joy of that book without needing to actually read it, which I will recommend. It's actually a decent title so far, but some really cool moments. Just a shout out for those that have read it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all think it's cringe. I think it was awesome, but that's just me. That's my side note for the week for now. But for now, again, we jump over to last weekend where somebody here, and I think we can reveal their identity at this point, went to a little place called New York Comic Con.
Someone did do that.
Yes. Where a whole bunch of news happened. Including and not limited to an Absolute Catwoman miniseries announcement.
This is correct.
6 issues. And Honestly, I think we should let Brandon take over the rest of this because he was the mystery person to
That's
be at New
true.
York Comic
You
Con.
caught me. Sorry, I'm in the middle of replying to an email, so
Ah,
my attention was momentarily distracted. But
ah,
as for Absolute Catwoman, I wish I had the creative team lined up. The only thing I remember is that
I
it's
can
being
have it in a
co-written
second.
by Scott Snyder and Che Grayson, but I don't know who's doing the art. If that has been announced, maybe.
Oh yeah, Scott Snyder is involved. Bengal is on the art.
Oh yeah. That was the other thing that was pretty cool because Bengal is phenomenal. And if you have not read a little book called Death or Glory by Rick Remender and Bengal, you absolutely should. When this dude colors his own stuff, it is next level. I think he did some issues. Yeah, no, I know he did some issues of Catwoman. The coloring there was not great, but that was because they brought in someone else. It might have been Jordi Belair, which is not the right fit. But hopefully they're letting him color his own stuff here because it will be absolutely primo. Absolutely primo. I had to double down there. All
Absolutely
right.
primo.
What else? There's definitely a lot, but I don't know what order we should go in.
Why don't we just do whatever
We could
floats
just
your
go
best?
down how I I had it on Discord. DCKO news.
Yes.
DCKO news. Nice. Tell me.
If you want me, I could take that one if you want because I have it all in front of me.
Yeah. Just gotta finish that.
All right, so we have new challengers coming to DCKO. As we all know at this point, DCKO is the massive tournament of DC characters, 32 specifically that have survived the initial preliminary round, if you will, in issue one, to be crowned King Omega. And at some point along the way, new challengers will be added, whether it's in the fabled losers bracket or some next challenge that's going to appear. We do know Batman is going to be having his Knight's Quest, or whatever it's called, against multiversal versions of his Robins that have become Batman, and other characters are going to be doing other stuff. But we will be seeing characters from across the multiverse, even outside of DC, such as Sub Zero, Annabelle, both Warner Brothers IP characters, but including Vampirella, Homelander, other characters I can't remember the name of, but from like all over the fucking place.
I know there was
Image
one from
Comics.
Beneath the Trees where nobody sees the bear assassin, bear
I
serial
have
killer.
no clue what that is. So that character,
Yes, yeah. So the one in the large bear is from that series.
that series.
And then I can't remember who else was there.
There's some. I know who it is, but I can't remember her name. Uh, with the sword and very little clothing.
Oh, it's probably Red Sonja.
Red Sonia, that's who it
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
which yeah,
Uh,
very odd choice to me
yeah,
of all things.
and Vampirella.
Especially
Annabelle is
since
probably the weirdest choice for me.
yeah, especially since Red
The
Sonja, as
haunted
I
doll.
recall, was created when Conan was owned by Marvel Comics. So if you want to get all technical, this is kind of a Marvel crossover, but no one would say that because Red Sonja's been at Dynamite for like 20 years. But I'm gonna
I
say
mean, hey, they did say there's more characters coming. This is just the six that they revealed in the teaser image. Who knows? We might see the Hulk and Thor.
it's possible. That'd be crazy.
That would be fucking crazy. It's very possible. Prelude to Secret Crisis coming in 2030,
Oh
written
my
by Jeff
god,
Jones.
you and this crackpot theory of yours.
I am never giving that up. So that's coming, and it's fucking wild. Uh, which prompted me to make I thought was a hilarious meme with multiverses and DCKO with the whole like the Suicide Squad template. Yeah, y'all would know it. Y'all probably seen it online. It's I think I hear it's making the rounds online. I made it. It's popular
Yeah.
meme. But that's whatever. Um, yeah, it's crazy. I can't wait to see what the fuck is going to happen. it just brought the excitement back to me. I know when we talked about issue 1 last week, I was still really stoked on it, but the way they kind of ended the first issue kind of like killed the hype a little bit for me. This brought that hype back.
Hell yeah.
Because this is just more action figures got thrown into the box. Let's just fucking let's go. You got your Mattel, you got your McFarlane's, you got your Hasbro. Let's get some Transformers. There's some Hot Wheels in there. Why the fuck
Oh
not?
my god.
Yeah, this is getting crazy. Um, I just can't fucking wait for this shit. It's gonna be so wild. You're gonna have a canon interaction of Superman and Homelander.
That's wild.
That's fucking wild.
Very crazy, dude.
I would almost want Garth Ennis to write it, but I don't want it to be too much of a joke. Like I think there is.
Yeah, if he wrote it, it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be weird seeing anybody else write Homelander.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know what that's going to be like.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll go quite as hard, but I think maybe that's for the best.
Yeah.
You can do without the homophobic jokes.
Yeah. Imagine Superboy Prime shows up and he fights Homelander. Oh my god.
I already know Superboy Prime has definitely read The Boys and probably hates it. Because it gets a little too close to home.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there any news in particular you want to take on, Brandon?
Oh boy. Well,
because the next one on my list is the big reveal about DC Next Level.
Shit, that was gonna be mine. I was hoping to take it to the next level, but I'll let you do it.
Well, no, it's just next on the list of announcements that I posted on Discord. But I can move on to the last one or the next one.
Go for it.
Let's see. Getting past all that. Right, Boom Studios in DC are releasing a Swamp Thing killing the children, or Swamp Thing is killing the children crossover.
Hell yeah!
Wait, I'm sorry. Swamp Thing is killing the children is the official title.
I think so. Yeah, it's a one-shot crossover with Swamp Thing and Something is killing the children.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Absolutely brutal.
I mean, I heard about the crossover. I just did not realize that's the title. Wow. Now I've got to read it.
I mean, it's right there. It kind of just works. Thing is in both words. So
what an odd crossover. I mean, they don't really have that much in common, you know? I guess they're both monstrous in a way, but I was trying to think, I was like, what monster hunters are there in the DC universe? All I could think of was Elsa Bloodstone, but she's in Marvel. It's like, who's on the DC side that makes a habit of hunting monsters like that?
It's not really anybody, I don't think.
Yeah. I don't know, but
yeah.
Nobody.
On the Marvel side of things, which is
technically iZombie is a DC property, right? Does that count?
Yeah, DC Vertigo,
yeah. American Vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Marvel side of things, Iron Man is being relaunched with the classic 90s logo, but it is DC coded because longtime DC creative mind Joshua Williamson is the writer for Iron Man ongoing.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, which
talking to someone in the comic store about that. We're basically saying like if Joshua Williamson can't save Iron Man, one of the biggest names working in superhero comics right now, I don't know. It might be done, man. History has not been kind to Iron Man in the past decade.
I will forever say the most recent 10-issue run was actually really fucking good, but nobody read it because the last 4 runs have been dog shit.
Yeah.
And that's a shame.
I think he was absolutely railing on it today, which I thought was kind of funny, but I think that the key theme was just really Iron Man's kind of been in an odd position since Matt Fraction. And they need something that can stick.
Yeah, and this just might be it. And we got a preview of the first 3 or so pages with art and dialogue, and it does seem very interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I love
Yeah,
Carla Pinera, the artist they got for the series.
yeah,
She's already done Captain America and a few other things, so I'm like, let's do it. Let's bring the Iron back to Iron Man.
yeah. Cover from Ryan Stegman is stellar as well.
Totally.
Speaking of, I think I brought up One World Under Doom earlier. The follow up to that is Dungeons of Doom, um, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson and Benjamin Percy, which
Yeah,
is
interesting
a
pair.
crazy combo. Covered by Lionel Francis Yu as well.
Mm.
Not much info on what the story is going to be. Um, yeah, it's if I say whatever they've said here, I feel like I've been giving away some of One World Under Doom for anybody that doesn't want to get spoiled on it. But it's spinning out of One World Under Doom. There's very little info about Dungeons of Doom. It's a 3 issue mini series, or they call it a 3 issue saga. So we'll have to see how big it is. That's launching in January. It's written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, so I imagine
Three
it's going to
issue
be pretty
saga.
fucking big.
Yeah.
That cracks me up, man. If there's anything that's not said, our entire world's attention span has gone to shit. Is that 3 issues is a fucking saga?
That is
That's
about
hilarious.
all the big comic news I have. We did get a teaser trailer for Marvel Studios' Wonder Man TV series, and it actually looks pretty fun.
I've not seen it
I
yet.
have not seen it yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen
I
like
shared it.
stills, but
Yeah,
gotta check it out.
worth a look. Oh, and Free Comic Book Day has been saved. The whole concept has been acquired by Universal Distribution, so it is going to be happening still after what was it? Penguin Random House had it.
I don't even. Are you talking about Marvel?
No, Free Comic Book Day.
Oh, I mean, don't publishers usually just use their own publisher and printer? I didn't realize it was.
Oh, they print it, but like the whole like initiative is spearheaded by a certain company.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. So it's still happening.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that is about it. Oh yeah, sorry, one last thing. We did get a cast announcement for the long time teased WandaVision follow-up Vision Quest with a full cast list, which has like every AI that's been in the MCU played by the actual actors that voiced those AIs.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I also heard that every episode is going to be like its own little mini movie.
interesting.
Huh. That's it almost seems like shows that go to streaming services are like that now, but to flat out say that like specifically about it, it makes me wonder what the format's going to be like.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be episodic, or are all of these going to be like kind of like standalone chapters on a way to catch up with what's going on with Vision?
Well,
yeah.
Judging with that and knowing the cast list and knowing what's been going on with Vision, it's following White Vision spinning out of WandaVision, trying to find, and kind of quoting Red Tornado here, trying to find his humanity. The pardon the term here, the vision of Vision, the original Vision that he had interacted with in WandaVision in the made up town, kind of made him the White Vision think about humanity in his own reality and what it means to be alive, which is what the original Vision always pondered with and kind of grasped very well. So this White Vision is now on this quest to understand that aspect, and it, based off what you just said and knowing the cast list, he's going to be running into all these different artificial intelligences that have some level of humanity attached to them. And maybe that's what each episode is. He's visiting each one and learning a different aspect of humanity until the last one or two episodes where the big story kind of comes to a head, because we're also supposed to see Speed in this, Wiccan's brother.
Interesting.
And this is supposed to tie up what happened in Agatha all along as well. They say it's the final installment in the trilogy that started with WandaVision and continued in Agatha all along. So it's finishing that story, that chapter with Wanda's family, if you will. So maybe that's what it is.
You watched the first two installments of the trilogy.
They were pretty good. I gotta say, they were actually pretty interesting. But just one thing I want to point out about the cast: not only are we getting James Darcy back as Jarvis, but James Spader is returning as Ultron.
Oh wow! Yeah, I thought he was done.
Yeah, so I think everybody did. So that's awesome. But a thing to note about these people: they're not going in portraying the AI as a voice. They're actually portraying them as human bodies.
Interesting.
Including James Spader as Ultron, supposedly.
So human Ultron?
Yeah.
That's wild, yeah.
Or at least a human concept of Ultron.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Or at least we'll like have to James Spader?
Apparently it looks just like James Spader. Wow. Ultron watched a lot of The Blacklist.
I guess so. Can he at least come back and
feel about this, man?
Couldn't he at least come back as like a young
James Spader, not voiced by James Spader.
Watch like what was that?
Hair.
What was that show? He was that law show with William Shatner.
Oh, man.
L.A. Law, was it?
Is it that? I don't know.
I've been seeing a lot of YouTube clips of that show recently. I don't know why.
Are you talking about a cop show with?
No, it was a lawyer show. They were lawyers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know.
Was it L.A. Law? No, it was not L.A. Law. Oh my god, what the hell was that show? I gotta look it up.
Lawyer show.
Boston. Oh, apparently it was Boston Legal. That's what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With Denny Crane.
Yeah.
James Spader was on the Blacklist.
Yeah. Well, James Spader was also in Boston Legal, but.
Oh.
Yeah. The Blacklist.
I never saw Boston Legal.
Fair enough. He was a young James Spader in comparison, and a little bit more uppity than he is in the Blacklist. But yeah, so that's happening. Finally, Warner Brothers Animation has announced, and Josh is really excited about this. Batman Nightfall Parts 1 and 2 are in production.
I am so excited. I am really looking forward to it.
Better script than the Long Halloween adaptation. Please God.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I'm hoping. What's interesting is the fact that, as it stands, everything is in the DC cinematic universe is supposed to be connected, with the exception of the Batman and Joker, those two movie franchises. Everything else is connected. So whatever happens in this movie this movie is going to be presented as like a flashback in a sense. This is going to be something that happened previously. When we see Batman finally show up in the movies, whatever we see have happened in that cartoon will have actually happened to him in live action. So I'm like doubly.
Is that what they said?
That's what Gunn has said since he took over. Him and Safran.
Seems like a weird choice to do a Nightfall animated movie as a basically.
They want everything connected.
I mean, that's the thing. He wants that, and that's what he said when he first joined.
Yep.
But he also said everything that will be made can be viewed by itself and does not necessarily need to be viewed by other things. But Man of Tomorrow seems to be spinning out directly of Peacemaker, so we'll have to see.
Well, it's I don't know about spinning directly out of Peacemaker, but 100% having, picking up parts of that plot
Yeah,
for sure.
we'll have
It's
to see.
directly spinning out of Superman.
I could see at least Nightfall being like the old style animated features where it's kind of just doing its own thing. At least that's what I hope. But I also wouldn't mind because it's
I
a
mean,
pretty
look at how
fucking
they
big
did
story
Creature
to be done as
Commandos.
like
I'm
a
done with
I mean,
that.
I'm looking at it now because my follow-up question was going to be, this has to be a part of a saga because you can't just do Nightfall, like the whole saga in one movie. It's not even one saga. It's Nightfall, Knight's Quest, Knight's End, and Prodigal. That's four like installments right there.
Yeah.
So I just looked it up, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna be a 4-part series. So
yeah,
clearly there's gonna be more than that. But
it's
that's
Batman Nightfall Part 1, Nightfall.
Yeah.
So Batman Nightfall Part 2 will probably be Night Quest.
Oh my god, they're gonna do Knight's Quest. Oh my god.
That's
now I'm
gonna
excited.
be wild.
I can't believe I get to see that. There's some truly terrible villains.
Well,
I hope they get adapted. I really do.
Rob, have you ever read all of it?
No.
Oh,
I've not read the entire thing.
Oh, Rob, you are missing out. Don't listen to anybody. You are really missing out.
Oh, I know I'm missing out. It's a lot. It's a lot of fucking reading.
I would say
I think it's mandatory
for me at least, it's like Nightfall is obviously the impetus, the stuff that you're really keyed into. I don't really care about Knight's Quest. Knight's End has some moments, and then Prodigal, I was like, okay, I'm fucking back. Dick Grayson is Batman, like hell yeah, let's do this.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm sure you have a very different opinion.
Me?
Matter of fact, what was that one?
No, that shit was fucking awesome. I loved the whole thing, dude. I mean, it was gripping. Reading everything that came out every week, keeping up with that was just awesome, man. If I had all of that in a book, if I could get those 4 in a book, holy crap, that'd be the bomb.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys one more thing about it?
I've never seen it collected. What's that?
That Jeremy Adams is writing the script?
Yep.
Yeah.
Read your mind.
Jeremy Adams is doing the adaptation.
Yeah. I saw something on Reddit where people were like, I hope this isn't another movie where they replace Tim with Damian. And he's like, nah, bro, we're going with old school Robin, Tim Drake. And a bunch of articles came out about it. And they're like, hell yeah, we're going to get Tim Drake. Which makes it even more confusing if this is supposed to be part of the Gunverse, because I guess they're just going to have a Tim Drake Robin in an animated feature that we would never see in live action. But
yeah, well, I mean, Dick and Jason are going to be off doing their own thing. They've taken and put a little spin on Dick and Grayson, and Tim Drake is going to be Batman's Robin in the live action film.
I thought it was Damian.
Oh, yeah,
Damian is showing up. Damian is going to be there, but Tim Drake is also going to be Robin in the movie.
What? Where are you getting this information?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
That I've been reading over the past 2 years.
I was like, what? God, this whole thing was he was doing the basically the Tomasi Batman and Robin with a flair of Morrison, even though that was supposed to be Dick Grayson's Batman, but whatever. Yeah, that's the first I've heard of that.
Who was Robin when Damian showed up in that Tomasi run?
Damian was Robin in the Tomasi run.
When Damian showed up.
Yeah, when Damian first shows up in Batman and Son, yes, Tim Drake is Robin.
I think that's what we're getting at there.
Yeah, I don't think he's adapting that. And also, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that an adaptation has played fast and loose with that. Because when they did the Batman and Son adaptation, the animated one a few years ago, they just basically the role that Tim would have played was played by Nightwing in that movie.
which was
So,
dumb.
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't hedge my bets on that one that much.
Tim's gonna be in it.
I don't know. Everything I'm seeing about it right now, I'm looking it up right now. The Brave and the Bold. It is Batman with the son Damian Wayne, but the script is still being written.
Yep.
Script's gonna be still being written 5 years from now.
Nope. Come on now.
Seems like they're
I'm
having a lot of
seeing
trouble with that one.
nothing about Tim Drake. I'm gonna be honest with
I don't
you.
know. I don't know.
I don't know where you
Could
heard
you have
this
looked
stuff.
up anything else that's been predicted on this show prior to our prediction?
So are
No.
you just
Well,
were
I
you
mean, a
just
prediction's
predicting
one
it and
thing,
making
but
trying to manifest it?
No,
yeah,
I'm not just trying to manifest it. I'm telling you it's gonna happen. Just like I did with your McFarlane toys. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. But it's for real and it's coming. Tim Drake will be the Robin. The focus, the story, a big part of the story is going to be Damian Wayne, but Tim Drake will have been Robin.
well,
Tim
I
Drake will
wish I
have
had
been
your level
Robin.
of confidence in it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, based on everything they've said, it feels like
Whatever.
they're skipping over that part of Batman and Son and going straight to the just Batman and Robin dynamic.
I mean, if this is you trying to manifest it, oh yeah, I could maybe see it happening. But like,
Hmm.
if you're saying you read it somewhere and it's fact, I don't know about that.
It's fact.
I'm also just like, I don't know that I would want to see that. That would be kind of a shit way for Tim Drake to be introduced and then unintroduced. It's like, oh, here's your Robin. Oh, he's fired. Now he's gonna go run off with a new Robin, Damien. Like,
Like what?
oh,
Like
okay.
what? Like Tim goes off to be Red Robin.
I guess, but I'm like, that's not really a great way to endear a character that people may not know to,
Tell that
onward.
to fucking DC editorial.
Oh yeah, but again, comics are one thing. It's different because if you were reading comics, you were able to familiarize yourself with Tim as Robin for a while. But like, this is the first time you'd see him on screen, and it's like, this is the Robin. Oh wait, no, you're fired. Bye. Which again wouldn't really make sense because it's supposed to be Dick who's firing Tim, which is also an out of character moment. But they're
Quick
gonna have to.
references. He said he's gonna make use of.
Yeah, they're gonna have to
Because
if they
quick
were to go that
references
route,
made
which
to
is
that
already a
animated
wild
film
jump.
in the movie. I'm just telling you.
No.
It's gonna happen.
It'd be much easier to just be like, he has a son.
Tim Drake is gonna
Will
be
be Robin.
represented in the live action film.
All right, well, I wish I had your level of confidence, but at least we'll get him in Nightfall. I hope that's a
That
good
for sure.
representation of what
Yeah.
that's going to be.
Fucking wait.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I can't wait to see Azrael choke the life out of Tim Drake.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Remember that? The first page of the Robin series, and he's literally getting the life choked out of him.
Oh god.
All right,
Great
so
way to pick that one up.
question right now. All right, now we've all read and or seen Azrael and his bat costume, what he looked like back then, and then we've seen what he looks like now with the more recent iterations being he's a lot thinner, and his Azrael suit is as well, where it's not all huge 90s like chunked out and shit. So in this movie, would you want to see the 90s kind of Azrael or the more modern kind of Azrael? Not in the character depiction, just in the appearance.
Nah, fuck modernity, bro. Go with the classic or nothing. If we're gonna go all in on this classic adaptation, go with the bulky suit. A matter of fact, go with how the narrative actually presents it, which is John Paul wears Batman's suit and nobody takes him seriously, so he adds some gloves, and they kind of take him seriously, so then he scales up and builds this big ass bat armor. Do that, but obviously
killing machine.
We only have so much time.
Ends up with that beast mode fucking shit.
Well, actually, what I really hope they do, I feel like Jeremy Adams would do this, but make sure you keep the fact that he changes the color of the suit.
Yep.
You remember that? Because
Yep.
it goes from the blue and yellow of Batman's color scheme to red, I think. Like by the end of the saga.
Eventually, by the end of it, it's red.
Unless I'm mistaken that. So I'm like, keep that because that's important.
Agreed.
No, that's accurate. That's very accurate.
Yeah.
What now?
All right.
What you said, Rob.
How do you feel?
Said,
just
agreed.
Final. Oh yeah. Just final question. As someone who loves Nightfall,
okay.
How would you feel about them taking a little time to give us a bit of backstory on Azrael? Like, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's not like, well, actually, I can't really speak for the series' popularity, but for John Paul Valley, for the character, right?
Yeah.
His initial introduction was in Sword of Azrael, the miniseries, the Denny O'Neil miniseries, right? And then gradually reintroduced as Batman's successor after he gets his back broken. How would you feel about having a condensed version of that Sword of Azrael miniseries to introduce Azrael in the movie, and then they kick off the saga? Like, it wouldn't take up more than 20 minutes. It's just so people know who this is. You know, it's not just like, oh, here's some random guy, Jean Paul Valley. You're supposed to recognize that name. You know, give us a little context. I think that would be valuable so people know. You know what I mean?
I don't think that you're wrong. I think that we're much more likely to see it sprinkled in through moments of showing him being crazy or why he's being crazy. We may see it in somewhat intense moments like well, shit, I don't know if you remember the end of my Nightwing book, but the way that he was torturing himself, kind of like that kind of fucking Da Vinci Code kind of religious martyrdom with the hallucinations that guy had. I almost expect to see that level of cuckoo going on, and then like us getting Jean Paul Valley's flashbacks during that kind of shit. I think it would be better for me if we like kind of saw it all up front and then it morphed into the Batman movie. I think that's super fucking cool.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm watching Monster, a totally different kind of show, but it actually just did that in its second episodes, and I think that would work really, really well. But I think it's more likely that we'll see it done in flashbacks.
Yeah, I just think you need some kind of explanation for the person who's like, I don't know who that is and why are they being introduced as Batman's successor, and how does Batman even know this guy? Like the kind of questions that you might have. Yes, it's a Nightfall movie. Majority of the people watching it are probably already going to be familiar with the story, but I don't know. Throw him a bone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think more in a general sense because I get it. It can be very insular, and we all know the references and everything. But not everyone else does. Sometimes they need a little help. I told him they. Who's they?
I have a friend that very rarely reads comics, and he's watched all the animated features. And sometimes he asks me questions like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm like, well, you see, I don't want to have to do it for Jean Paul Valley because I do not have all the answers. So I agree. It would be great if there
in a
was
world
a bit of
above the world.
It's a little intro. Like, skinny kid to basically religious.
Rosie, remind me to remind myself to relax.
Relaxation scheduled for never, Mr. J.
George. Anyway.
Give me a Jean Paul Valley that's basically Cyber 6.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
No, I want a Jean Paul Valley that's visibly tortured.
Speaking of characters and series from the 90s that you never thought would get series now, can I talk about it, please, Dad?
Captain Planet.
Do it. Okay. Big news. So, as we all know, We're in the midst of the DC KO / All In Initiative Bonanza event.
Yeah.
But what comes next? Well, DC has decided to take it to the next level, literally, with next level titles. And they are next level in terms of my own disbelief, because I'm shocked to see some of these books here. But they announced what's this number? 8 new titles, or some old titles that are new again, that will be coming out next year from a variety of creators. Most of which, again, are very surprising to me. But I'll start with least surprising to surprising. We have a Zatanna book coming, which is, I mean, kind of surprising, but not really surprising. We just got a Zatanna miniseries. No word on who the creative team is there. Deathstroke the Terminator. It's been a little while.
If I may, I think it's safe to say the Zatanna miniseries is going to be Jamal Campbell again.
I wish, but I don't know.
Well, he's listed in the, and I don't know if you were saving this for later.
Well, yes.
The list of creative names. No books attached to the names, no names attached to the books, but there are a list of creators after the list of books. Jamal Campbell is one of them, and if we're just doing like a line puzzle, I would put Jamal Campbell with Zatanna right away.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Because that mini series felt like it should have been more. It was great, yes. But I was eagerly awaiting for what came next. So I honestly, I had kind of like my eyes had glossed over Jamal Campbell's name. So now I'm like, oh hell yeah!
And the logo's the same, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yeah, it is.
I think it's very safe to say Jamal Campbell's going to be doing Zatanna.
And there you go. Yeah, Zatanna, likely from Jamal Campbell, but obviously no official word yet. Deathstroke, the Terminator. The Terminator making the comeback in the title, which is, again, very nostalgic. No word on who that is, but obviously they have a Deathstroke series coming every few years. And then a couple that I'm just like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? First and foremost, Firestorm, the Nuclear Man. Excuse me.
A very classic logo.
Literally the classic logo. Like, I'm just, and what makes my mind spin out is like literally the morning of that announcement, right? Because the day before I had found a couple of Firestorm issues, and I was like, oh great, add that to the John Ostrander run. And I was like, gee, it's been a while since they've had a run, like 2011, I think. Sure, it would be nice to have another one. And then I go to the next level panel, and that's like one of the first ones I see is like, oh my god. It's a moment where you freak out and you ask if you're creating reality. Reality is just an illusion that you're sharing with other people. So that was a hell of a surprise. But even more of a surprise, maybe not even more, but certainly a surprise, Shadow of the Bat. And as we're just talking about Nightfall, what else should be there but another 90s Batman title?
Yeah.
Which is, I'm just like, what is happening? So that was also awesome to see. I'm genuinely wondering who they're going to get on Shadow of the Bat, because any one of the names on the list that I'll talk about shortly would be phenomenal. We also have The Demon, another 90s series. Again, no idea who's going to do that one. A lot of potential there. And now we're going to get into the real heavy hitters, because these ones have had their creative teams announced and are also still very surprising. First and foremost, Greg Rucka makes his second return to DC in the midst of doing Cheetah and Cheshire Rob the Justice League with Batwoman. Yes, you heard me right. Batwoman, not Detective Comics, not Batman, Batwoman. And teaming up with Danny, no less, for a new #1 coming next year, which is just mind-blowing. But even more mind-blowing to hear that apparently Rucka's had this story cooking for 15 plus years, which is insane. You've been sitting on that for that long, and only now did you get the call like, hey, you want to come back and do the book? And he agreed to it, which is just incredible. So I'm sure you guys are excited for that. I hope I'm not the only one that's excited, because that is a hell of a pull to have. And Batwoman, I hope, and I know will probably be at the top of my pull list in just a few short months. So yeah, Batwoman #1, hell yeah, get excited. But I know this next one is the one that Josh really has wanted to talk about this whole time. I'm tempted to just give him the book to talk about because he needs the spotlight more than anyone.
I'm so fucking excited about
But
Batman and this guy,
no,
this fucking guy.
again, this one, another just like 90s throwback title, logo and all. It could be a placeholder logo. It could be the official one they use. I really hope it's the official one for that kick of nostalgia. But we are getting a main man series. Yes, Lobo #1, written by Scotty Young, by Jorge Corona. That book is going to be nasty as hell. And I mean, I don't think I'm as excited for it as Josh is going to be. But the preview art that we've seen is pretty sick. Yeah.
I'm really happy.
Yeah, what is there to say? Scotty Young, phenomenal. Writing is always very solid. I don't know if you guys have read any of Strange Academy or some of his creator-owned stuff, but always really good. So I'm excited to see like what levels of depravity could take Lobo to.
I actually picked up Strange Academy. I only stopped reading it because of massive piles and things to do. I remember it being good.
Yeah. No, a really solid series. And I was also a fan of a book we did at Image called The Me You Love in the Dark, which was like horror, but more like kids horror. Is that a thing? Not like nefarious
Yes,
or gross or scary.
It is a thing.
But it definitely had the spooky vibe. It was more like, felt like whatever genre Coraline is or something. Like horror, but for children or something. I don't know. Anyway, in addition to those two like specific creative teams that were announced, we also had a list of creators that will be involved in various DC Next Level books, including Dennis Camp, Mariko Tamaki, James Herron, Tony Fleeks, Jeff Lemire, and Joshua Williamson. And the books that they will be doing, not quite clear yet. I know people they've kind of been jumping the gun and saying that Williamson is doing a Legion of Superheroes book. That wasn't officially announced. He just said it's coming and he's going to be responsible for that. I think you can assume he's probably going to do a Legion book, but there was no official confirmation on that. People are just kind of saying that. But yeah, it just means we'll be getting more Legion, which makes me very, very happy. Oh man, they've definitely kicked it up to the next level. I think for me, the winner has to be Firestar. That's genuinely like just so unexpected to see, especially
Lobo,
when it felt like they had given up on the character after that Lazarus Planet short story.
Lobo and Batwoman, man. I'm so happy for that.
Oh yeah,
so
but
happy
also,
for that.
like,
and everybody's like, Elegy's the
demon.
only story that needs. You went, fuck, come on.
Yeah,
There's so much more you could do with Batwoman than just Elegy.
Course. Well, you
I
make
can't
it sound
wait
like
to see what
Elegy is. I know you're talking about me, okay? You make it sound like Elegy is just some dime a dozen story. It was great.
It
And
was
felt
great,
like,
but there's,
you know,
plenty of
yeah.
characters have more than one great story.
Of
You
course,
guys
but
totally
it's
missed
more,
out on
it's more like
the Death of Plastic Man. I think that's what it was called.
Plastic Man No More.
Plastic Man No More. You guys missed out on that.
When I talk about that, it's more, you have a creator that comes on a character, right, and does a phenomenal job, and then they leave, and you're like, okay, that's it, right? Like, you said what you had to say, and then they come back, and it's just not as good. Like, maybe it's okay, maybe it has some high points, but it never reaches that same level. And I think that was my thing, where I'm just like, I wouldn't want to see that happen. I think Greg Rucka is incredibly talented, so the likelihood of that happening is very low, but there's always that fear of, will it be as good as that first story, the one that really made its mark? So that's more of what I was trying to say. And it was like, do you really have anything else you want to add? But apparently he had quite a lot he wanted to add. So I'm happy that he finally tell his story.
Welcome back, Greg Rucka.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm really curious about this title, Barbara Gordon Breakout.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten to even mention that, but yes, another title, Barbara Gordon Breakout, which I think may be written by Jeff Lemire.
I could see that.
Ooh.
I could also see maybe Mariko Tamaki.
Yeah, well, just because people have kind of been putting the pieces together, but I think someone shared some preview art with Raphael De La Torre and a character or characters who looked like they would. Well, a character who looked like Barbara Gordon and other characters who looked like it would fit that story. And Lemire had said in a newsletter some time ago that he was working on a new secret DC project with Raphael De La Torre. So people are just kind of putting two and two together. It's like, oh, okay, that's probably it. And I think he'd also mentioned that it was a character he'd never worked on before, which, that would kind of make sense. Selfishly, I was kind of hoping it would be the Demon because I feel like he'd really tear it up on the Demon. But
oh yeah,
he would.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. In my mind, I'm kind of like, I know who I want for certain books. And I know you were saying Jeremy Adams for Firestorm. I want Dennis Camp. You need something.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
New. Like Jeremy Adams is cool, and I think he'd be really attentive to the continuity and everything. I want something radical, something that'll really bring people in, and I feel like Dennis Camp has the capacity to do that.
You know how I want on Deathstroke? Chris Condon.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I feel like Jeremy Adams should do Shadow of the Bat. That I feel like would be a good opportunity to do that kind of Bat family book that the book could be and sometimes was.
Yeah. Who the hell would do Lobo is the big question.
Yeah. Well, we already know, but if I were to pick someone else from this lineup.
Oh yeah, we do know. Yeah, I keep forgetting we know who's doing Lobo.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, who would do the Demon? Probably James Herron. I feel safe in saying that. He does kind of have that sort of gritty style. Did you read Ultra Mega? I can't remember.
It's on my list. I have not yet.
But yeah, that feels like it would be another kind of slam dunk there.
Mm-hmm. And it's important to note that for both the list of books and list of creators, at the end of each, it says ... and more.
And more. So hopefully that means more books, more creators.
Yeah.
Like just more in general.
More returns, more reworks, reimaginings. Just
God.
Bring us back to 90s. And it's
like
getting
90s
2026 and beyond.
Oh man, 90s books that I would love to see resurrected. Dude, Legion. Oh my god.
All right. Oh, Legion.
I'm like itching myself like a junkie because I just think about that. That would be so. That would be so good.
Dope.
Oh.
Captain Carrot.
It's coming, man. I'm telling you.
Captain Carrot.
I actually saw someone dressed as Captain Carrot at New York Comic Con. I didn't get a picture, but they didn't have like a fuzzy head or anything.
Yeah.
But he did have the costume and he had like ears and stuff. And I was
man. I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah. I should have taken a picture. I'm so pissed.
Damn, that would be so cool. Yeah. I would love to see Jeremy Adams do Captain Carrot. I think he could do it justice.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what other books would I want to see?
I would say Tom Taylor, but I don't want him to kill the Zoo Crew.
Yeah.
Damn it. I forgot what it was.
What did you forget?
That's funny.
But no, actually, what were you asking?
I wasn't really asking, but you just said, I wonder who did that. And Brandon said, well, we know, but, and then there went into some speculation. Lobo.
Oh, yeah. I was saying if I had to pick someone else in the lineup, but I couldn't really think of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what book followed Lobo?
I think we just kind of jumped around.
Just talking about the Demon and James Herron.
Yes, the Demon. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. I was thinking a demon-centric.
Calling you a demon?
A demon-centric Justice League Dark book written by, and God, you guys are gonna yell at me, but Greg Pak and Alyssa Wong.
Why would we yell at you? That sounds dope.
Well, I like the concept. The creative team, I think, would have to really sell me. But
All right, the sell is they keep each other in check.
well, more that I haven't really read anything from either of those people that has impressed me immensely. But that's just more personal taste. I like the concept of the team.
Maybe the team up could be good. I don't know.
Maybe.
What do you think, Rob?
Hang the fuck on. You said Greg Pak, right?
Yeah.
I know you're gonna bring up World War Hulk and
I was gonna say
Hulk.
Planet Hulk, man.
Yeah, I mean that's like an exception, but I don't
Okay.
know. I also just don't know how much I actually love Planet Hulk. I like it a lot. It's fun, but I don't know that I love it.
Shit. Okay.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
You're the first person I've ever heard say that, but okay.
Yeah,
You wound me.
I'm so sorry.
You wound me, kind sir. I
Even
forgot
like
your general
Incredible
direction.
Hercules, Batman, Superman.
Not that Batman Superman run.
No?
The Action Comics is okay. I've kind of warmed up on it. I was not a fan of that. It just felt like I want to do my own version of T-shirt Superman, but less interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I guess City Boy was okay. I think I liked it at the time. I can't remember how I rated that book. Is there anything else?
Alyssa Wong did Spirit World and The Doomed and the Damned. I know she's done other shit too, but I can't think of it right now.
All I can think of is Spirit World, and like I said, that was fun. But it was like they haven't done anything that has really impressed me. You know, for a book like The Demon,
The Doomed and the Damned was like a anthology horror kind of book.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Batwoman. She did Batwoman. I can't think of what right now, but hello.
Oh, sorry. Just someone came in. I didn't recognize the voice.
I was just being funny. I do that at my house. If I hear
no. Sorry. There was a voice I didn't recognize. I was like, "What the fuck? Who's in my apartment?"
Toot. All right. What else do we have in the way of news?
Well, that is about it. We just saved the biggest for last, and that's going to be our big discussion topic for the remainder of the show. Right. So now I ask, because we were starting to talk about that, Brandon and I, what other, if this is what they're doing, 90s resurgence, which they've been kind of going towards for a better part of a year now.
Yeah.
What other 90s title would you want to see make a return? Brandon already mentioned the Legion.
Yes.
which I think is a brilliant idea.
Oh man,
you ask a question like that, my brain instantly goes teams in the 90s, books DC, in the 90s. There were comics in the 90s.
there's another, but I'm hesitant to bring it up because I don't want to give Rob an aneurysm. But
oh god, what is it?
Well, little gem in the 90s, and I say gem only because I had recently come into a collection of this series, but Hawk World, not Hawkman, Hawk World, like
Hawk World's the shit.
Like, don't necessarily do what the 90s Hawk World series did, where it's like Qatar and Shaira on Earth. What's that like? You know, finding out, like, I don't know, do a new spin on it. Kind of do like we were talking about Spirit World, which was not Jack Kirby's Spirit World. That's from 1989. I'm talking about the series that came a year after that. But yes, you're on the right track. That sets everything up. But yeah, I don't know. Just do a spin on it, you know. Do something a little different with Hawkman.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you could do that. And then the other two are series that I wish I could have read in the 90s. I could see them resurrecting, but I really hope they don't. And that's Hitman and Starman. Let them be.
Oh, Hitman.
I wish I
Jesus.
could have read them when they were coming out. I could totally see them resurrecting them along with everything. Don't do that. Let Jack Knight be at peace. Let Tommy Monaghan be at peace. Don't resurrect them. Even if you got James Robinson and Garth Ennis to come back and write them, I'm like, no, just let it be. Let it be as it was in the moment. And I guess what else is there? I think that's it, really. Maybe Resurrection Man.
Resurrection Man would be cool.
This is 1997, I think. What about you guys? Any titles spring to mind?
I'm looking through a list. Ooh, Time Masters.
I was thinking of Our Man, Black Condor. Oh! This is the mic drop one. It's the mic drop one. Dark Stars.
I say we leave that alone. You talk about books, you're gonna give me an aneurysm.
No,
please.
but like, hey.
I know. Back then, fantastic, and I've read some issues and it was really good stuff. I just let's not complicate Green Lanterns anymore.
What if you got Dark Stars, you got Philip Kennedy Johnson to write it?
You've sold me a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The premise of the series is the Green Lantern Corps is restored and the Dark Stars are here. Why? What purpose do they serve?
Yeah.
That's what I would want to know.
Okay. So I'm trying to find a list of like DC comics from the 90s that I might not have heard of.
Your brain.
Specifically for books that don't still exist.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just like more niche ones, you know, like Aztec. I swear to God, I'm not reading from a list. It's like flooding into my mind the more I think about it.
Impulse.
Aztec, the Ultimate Man, Impulse. Well, I guess Superboy, but I don't think they're gonna do a Superboy series, but they should.
No, that would never work. I was gonna say Justice League International, but
yeah. Well, at that point, it had gone through like a bunch of different renames and shit. So it was like Justice League International, Justice League America.
Question.
Do
they only have to be DC?
Oh, well, I think that was the idea.
That was because this.
But
is
if we're going with other series, I've got a few.
You could branch out if you want.
Yeah, because I'm going with Nomad. I've been sitting on a Nomad series for 7 years. I'm just waiting for Marvel to give me the keys to the kingdom. Or Shaq in appropriate Nomad form. Because, Nomad does not have a kingdom.
Yeah. Josh, did you have more?
I will. Give me just a second. I didn't just go DC. Hold on.
Okay.
I guess they're more like newer characters because there were obviously a bunch of titles there were a couple that relaunched like Green Lantern, but a lot of them were just kind of more of the same, and there were like ancillary titles too. So I guess you could have Superman, the Man of Steel, but I don't think they're going to add any more Superman titles to the roster. But again, they should. Obviously Shadow of the Bat and Legends of the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. That's another one they should totally bring back. Green Lantern Quarterly.
It's possible. I mean, with Green Lantern Corps, it'd be kind of odd to have quarterly back.
I mean, fuck it. Why not? Who would you be to complain? It could just be like special stories of lanterns you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Written by incredible creators. That's a hell of a pitch right there. Green Lantern Quarterly with stories by Daniel Warren Johnson and Chip Zdarsky. And it's just like, it's kind of an anthology book, but it's like, let's just come in and tell a phenomenal 20-page Lantern story. Boom. There's the pitch.
I'm down.
That's what I'm saying.
I keep wanting to say Preacher, but that's just no. I know that's technically not DC. It is also DC, but
Not quite, but that's what I was saying. Hitman. That's essentially
yeah.
that's Garth Ennis's statement on the DC universe. As much as you can make a statement like that from his perspective, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna bring back Tommy. I think they're gonna let that one lie.
All right.
You could do a classic Hellblazer.
Yeah, it's not a 90s series per se, or at least I don't think they had a 90s one. But I would love to see someone take another crack at Ragman.
The Spectre.
Man, that'd be excellent.
Dude, oh man. I'm just like, DC, please. I'm pounding on the doors. Like, let me in. I want to do your Ragman
series in the style of John Ostrander.
Yes. Yes. 1,000 times yes.
Okay. JLI.
Okay.
Justice League Task Force.
Okay.
Shadow. I want to reach. You shut your mouth. Shadow Cabinet and Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
The Books of Magic. And then finally, Animal Man.
Animal Man.
Not
and
technically
of course,
a 90s
Lobo
series,
and the
but I
Deep.
like the spirit. And with that, I'm also going to throw in Shade the Changing Man, because that's technically 1990. Yeah. And, because I didn't realize we were doing like DC Vertigo adjacent, Kid Eternity. They have not had a Kid Eternity series since 1993. Or
if you want to go,
started since 1993.
If you want to go DC adjacent, I can go DC adjacent because that's what I did originally. And my original list is Gen 13, Stormwatch, DV8, Wetworks, Freak Force, Planetary, and the Night Stalkers. Boom.
Well, that definitely doesn't count. That's Wildstorm, bro. Wildstorm didn't get sold to DC until 2000. But anyway, I was talking more like DC titles that were DC titles that became Vertigo titles in 1993. So Shade, not Kid Eternity, Animal Man, Swamp Thing, and Hellblazer. Remember correctly.
Yeah, give me those, man. I'll gobble those stories up. But I would totally. How many did I list there? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Those 7, I would love to read new versions of.
This is total hubris. I almost don't even want to say it because it sounds like such a cocky thing to say.
Oh yeah,
I guess I'm a cocky person, but
nobody
I'm almost
should write
like
Planetary, but you.
Well, not even that. It was more just like I don't want anyone to bring back Shade because I want to be the one to do it. But I'm like, if someone has a better story, they should absolutely be the one to tell it. But I'm like, I would give my left arm to be the one to bring back that title. I don't have as much cleverness as Peter Milligan, but damn it, I could try.
I'll give it everything I got, by golly.
Oh man. So many to choose from.
Okay, I had a few more options.
Hashtag the Ultimate
Man. Martian Manhunter.
Of course, 1999, 1998.
Yeah. The Power of Shazam.
Yes. Although with the recent Shazam series coming to an end, probably not the most likely.
Yeah, that's probably not likely.
Wave Rider.
Oh God! Now you're just fucking with me.
That one was, yeah.
Static.
Monarch. Can you imagine a Monarch solo series? What does that even look like, bro?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. It's a Monarch Wave Rider duo book.
But you said Time Masters.
Yes.
I'm not opposed to that.
I would love to see Time Masters.
What if it's done right and not like just all loopy doopy?
This is kind of a rip off of Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. But what if you did like an ensemble book of Booster Gold and the Time Masters? You literally called it that.
Literally, I was thinking if you're doing a Time Masters book, do it like Jurgens and Jeff Johns did in the 2009 book.
Yeah,
for Booster Gold, where he's traveling through time, fixing issues that other people are causing.
Ooh, yeah. Can we bring Pilgrim in? It doesn't have to come with Spurrier.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no. I don't know if he make that run, but
I would say
I
we could
mean,
bring
he'd be
Gold
great
Beetle
for
in.
comedic,
Yeah.
for
I'll take
for
Gold Beetle.
comedy.
I kind of want to
you
forget
want
about that
time
run.
travel comedy, you get Gold Beetle. If you want
Yeah.
serious comedy, you get Pilgrim.
I'll bring in
That's-
Pilgrim, but only to make fun
That's
of him.
yeah, serious
Like, oh,
comedy.
yeah, you
you
exist.
need both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need Rip, you need Wave Rider, you need Booster, you need Gold, you
We
need
got to
Blue
bring in the
Beetle,
original Time Masters, right?
you need. Oh shit!
Yeah,
I forgot who I decided
let's-
to put on the team.
I would leave Blue Beetle out, bring Corky back in.
Well,
Corky. Well, who
I
are the
coulda
original
swore I
Time
just said
Masters? Right?
Corky.
It's
Did I not say Corky?
It's
No, I don't
Jeff.
think you did.
It's Rip
Oh.
Hunter, and what's the girl's name again?
I don't remember.
It's not Vanessa. It's something with a J.
Janessa?
Jesse.
No, it's not Janessa. Oh wait, no, it's Beatrix. I mean, it has to be Baxter. Something Baxter.
Baxter.
Please
yeah.
tell me it's not Vagina.
I would say like have some of the original Time Masters with Booster Gold, and
Yeah.
maybe like one or two other new characters that are new to the Time Masters. I think
Yeah.
Gold Beetle is a shoe-in.
Or
But maybe like somebody unexpected that might be new to time travel that they're kind of teaching the ropes.
yeah. Well, actually, I was thinking like you could have a sort of rival team. Like maybe this is getting like too fantastical, but Booster assembles his own Time Masters, and then Rip is like, "You don't have the authority to police time like that.
The hell,
Who do you think
Dad?"
You are." And he's like, "You are my son. I can do whatever I want." I kind of want to see that.
This is like first two seasons of Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh my god! Now you're just making me want to watch that show even more.
It's so good.
Bonnie, that was it. Not
What?
something.
Yeah.
Anyway, you could have. Oh my god, that's like that would be
That's
the
an
most
idea.
'90s title ever. But imagine an arc called The War of the Time Masters.
Oh,
Booster's Time Masters versus Rip's Time Masters. That is too masturbatory. But
can I try and make Lightning Strike twice and like spin off another title that you love and call it World War Time?
Oh, dude, now you're just like adding fuel to the fire of an impossible fire that will never be.
World War Time.
Yeah. That needs to be its own corner of the DC universe. Like you have the superhero corner, you have the cosmic corner, and now we have the time corner. You've got the Time Masters, you've got the Linear Men, you've got Kronos, you've got a bunch of like time travel characters, and they're all in one pocket of the DC universe.
Yeah.
That needs to be a thing. I'm gonna make that a thing.
You have World War II, you have the war that time forgot, and now you have World War Time.
World War Time or the Time War. Is that
The
ripping
Time
off
War.
Doctor Who?
That's ripping off Doctor Who, I think. Because that story was literally called the Time War.
I know.
And I don't think they're the only ones that have used the term the Time War.
Well, yeah, I think Ben 10 used Time War. There can't be a trademark on that.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
Ben 10
trademark,
had
but just
Time
like,
War.
I don't know. I don't want to copy Doctor Who.
All right. Time Crisis. How about that?
Oh, God.
Not Crisis in Time.
Why don't we
Time
just call it
Crisis.
0 Hour?
No. It's very different, okay? It might seem like semantics, but it's different. That was a crisis in time. This is time in crisis. Like time itself is in crisis.
Time Crisis.
Yes, I know it was in crisis before, but I'm going to differentiate it by the name.
It's
So you
based
just have
off that 90s arcade title.
Time.
Time
Yes.
Crisis.
There you go.
Booster Gold has limited ammo in his wrist blasters, and he can only reload them by pointing to the side.
God. I love it. I'm having too much fun. There's so many things
so
you
many
could resurrect.
possibilities with that book. A few more options I had for books. They had Static,
Definitely.
Flex Mentalo. I'd be down for that.
Would that be like a DC Universe series or another like
Maybe.
prestige format series that like
Oh,
mercifully.
Prestige would be awesome though.
Well, yeah, because that series is, you know, the
Yeah.
4-issue thing is whole disconnected and everything. It's a
Yeah.
Vertigo book, but yeah, that could be interesting.
Maybe like Flex Mentalo and the Doom Patrol.
Oh man. Well, honestly, I think it'd be pretty killer to have I can't believe I'm saying this, but kind of in Doom Patrol universe rather, Flex Mentalo book just called Flex Mentalo Hero of the Beach, like full title. Do
Right.
that. That's
Yeah.
over. That would be awesome.
4 issues, cut, sold, dry.
Yes.
Done. Love it.
Man. Written by Al Ewing.
Oh,
Chef's kiss. I already know.
Stop.
I already know.
I can only be so erect. Stop.
I'm so sorry.
And finally, Young Justice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I so want that. I was thinking that too. I was like, yes, but I want it to be done right this time.
Yeah.
No
Keep Bendis far away from it.
We need the right person.
Okay.
Which would be Jeremy Adams in a Just World. But...
Hear me out.
Or Peter J. Tomasi.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
He's never coming back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So I have, like, you guys had your Time Masters War, right? War of
Crisis
Time.
in Time.
World War.
I'm sorry, Time Crisis.
Not
it
Time
is Crisis
War. I
in
said
Time.
Time
No,
Masters
I
War.
misspoke. Time Crisis, not Crisis in Time.
Tell me what you really think.
No. That was
Call it
War for Time.
War for Time.
That's better.
Time for war in the war for time.
War.
There you go. It comes with its own movie overvoice. Excellent.
Okay,
but listen, okay, so you've got your
Zero.
oddball team, the team you don't expect to see coming.
Right.
And let's go with it being led by Booster Gold. And because Booster Gold is there and he's putting together a team of people he knows or thinks he can trust and people he's got to have with him, he starts it off with Ted and Gold Beetle. Wave Rider gets pulled in out of necessity. And then he also brings in Pilgrim and Jay West. On the Time Masters side of things, are Rip Hunter, Corky Bastard.
He has clear allegiance to the linear men. He would never betray his friends like that, okay?
But you see, this isn't actually Wave Rider.
Oh,
it's
the
guy that was. Wait, it's Michael John Carter's ancestor that was the.
I thought you were going to come up with another alternate version of Wave Rider. I was like, they have like 3.
I added a 6th member just to have people that, associated with Time, rounded it out to be 6v6, but I added an extra person to both teams. Wave Rider was the person added to this one. There was one I added at the end of this in honor of the time that team appeared in Time Masters. But we've got Rip Hunter, Corky Baxter, Bonnie Baxter, Cave Carson, Captain Comet, and Platinum.
Cave Carson. Platinum? Like the Metal Men Platinum?
Yes. The Metal Men were once a part of the Time Masters.
Oh,
I believe in a miniseries. I'm super old. Don't ask me what year it was.
I so totally want to see an interaction between Rip Hunter and Will Magnus, because I have no idea what that's going to be like. But I feel like Rip would try and pull rank, and Will's like, "I'm smarter than you. What, I should be calling the shots here. Like, who do you think you are?" And he's like, "I am literally an expert in time. What could you possibly tell me that I don't already know?" And he's like, "Lots of things."
Are you familiar with the guy by the name of Louis Shiner?
That is a killer team right there.
Click on that link I just sent in our Discord chat.
There you go.
Rip Hunter forges a team with Cave Carson and Will Magnus, including Dr. Fate, the Viking Prince, Arion, and others.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's wild. What did he have to say about the Time Masters? I'm genuinely curious.
Dude, I mean,
wanna
look
find
when
this
this came
thing.
out. This is like
2008, I guess. Yeah, that's wow. This
Dr.
must be
Fate.
this is the '90s series. Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
90 series. I just don't I couldn't
Yeah.
quote
Well, it
anything in it,
says
but it's
featuring 52's Rip Hunter. So okay,
Uh,
on sale date 2008.
yeah, that makes sense.
this
Yeah,
is
so
the collection of shit though. This is from Time Masters 1 through 8
Right.
and
material from Secret Origins number 43.
right, featuring 52's Rip Hunter.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that the whole thing has been written that
Alright.
way, but in any case.
A thought that popped into my head for Time Masters as well.
Yeah.
Red Tornado.
You can't trust that guy.
I don't know. We'll have to see. But clearly,
He'll have
he's
you
got
off
some
trying to
shit
kill
going on
dudes with
time.
god powers
Once
in
he's
them.
done with his little existential crisis, he'll be back to normal. Then he
Yeah.
can join the Time Masters.
Yeah. Where can he find his humanity? Across time.
Exactly. Although I feel like if you wanted to get an android that travels through time, you should probably go with Our Man, which is another way to resurrect a 90s character that most people don't care about and also have probably forgotten exists. But
They tried that and it
Yeah.
didn't stick.
oh man.
Gotta hate
I
him when
mean,
that
the
happens.
temptation is like you would want Dan Jurgens to write a book like that. But now that I was thinking of Our Man, I was kind of like, it'd be fun to have Jeremy Adams do a book like that. I could see it.
Get,
I don't know if it would be hard, but I could see it. Or maybe he should write Our Man.
get James
We're gonna
Robinson
resurrect
back.
90s titles.
Eh? Get James Robinson back.
Oh man. I don't know what he's doing these days.
Somebody call him. Shit. Man, if he was still alive, I would have said Dwayne McDuffie.
Yeah. But they had some of those newer milestone writers that I think could definitely be up to the task. I'd love to
Yeah.
see the IL do another run on Static. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All of those books were great. Well, for the ones that I read, I can't speak for every single title, but I really liked Hardware and Static.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of the Night Stalkers. What are you gonna do about it?
Night stuff.
Now, if you're doing a book like Time Masters, though, you need somebody with some really out there ideas.
I
Yeah.
gave you people without their ideas.
You would never do it, but like
Oh, you mean
I could totally
creative
see
people.
I could
Creative,
totally
yeah.
see someone like Jonathan Hickman doing a time war, if only because there's a whole sequence in the
Morgan
Manhattan
Hampton.
Projects where he basically has Oppenheimer has a civil war in his mind, and I was like, this is the most ass crazy shit I've ever read. Please do more.
Yeah.
Please do more. So
Wait, what book was that?
the Manhattan Projects.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The long and short is, how do I explain this? Oppenheimer had a brother who cannibalized the Oppenheimer that we know, but his mind was still in the Oppenheimer brothers' mind. So they basically had a civil war with each other in their mind, but ultimately the Oppenheimer that we know lost, and so his brother became the de facto Oppenheimer.
Look, you had
Read
me
the Manhattan
when...
Projects. I promise there's more to it than that, but that was just that was like one of those moments where I love reading comics so much. This is just I could never be this creative anywhere else.
Hickman
Never think
had
of something
me when Leonardo da Vinci founded S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh man, yeah. Well, this is like honestly, this is like S.H.I.E.L.D. but dialed up
Yeah.
to 10. You know, where it's even more comedic because it's taking these historical figures that were involved in the Manhattan Projects and other various political movements in the 50s and 60s and just completely dialing up their personalities.
Yeah.
If you ever wanted to see, I think it's William Westmoreland run around and try to kill an alien, It's in that book. It's in that fucking book, and you're gonna read about it, and it's just awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. I think Dad had that around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Manhattan Projects.
Oh man,
I gotta read it, and I want to reread that Shield book as well. That was actually, I don't think I finished it. It was fantastic.
It is so good. It's so good.
Did you know that, Josh? That Leonardo da Vinci was the one that founded Shield in the Marvel universe.
Well, actually,
no, I did not know that.
Would later be the inspiration for the U.S. version of Shield, not Shield itself, but yeah, you get the idea.
Nerd.
You get the idea. You get the idea, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm being bullied on a comics podcast. It's the saddest moment of my life. I've truly fallen.
If ever there was a place to be bullied, it's on a comics podcast. In fact, it might be the only place you should be bullied, because it's the only place where you can be bullied in a nice way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It helps keep me in check,
Exactly.
Trying to go too crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, Rob is absolutely right. Please read Shield. It's amazing.
Yes, it is so fucking good. Jonathan Hickman, Shield. Jonathan Hickman, the Manhattan Projects.
I'm trying to find an adequate
Jonathan Hickman, Fantastic Four. Jonathan Hickman, Avengers. Jonathan Hickman, X-Men.
There's a particular image of the version of William Westmoreland in the Manhattan Projects, and he's running around like Rambo, and you just need to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to see this image so you can understand where I'm coming from. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, even better. It's on r/top character designs. That makes it so good. Even they knew.
What book were we just talking about coming up with a creative team for?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, Time Masters.
Matt Fraction.
Ooh.
Or, and Brandon's gonna say no, but
I'm gonna say no.
Kelly Sue DeConnick.
I mean, these are all great writers. I just don't know that that's the right fit, I don't know that you want Kelly Sue DeConnick writing Time War, but,
I think
love. Shout out to FML. Great book.
And Bitch Planet.
And Pretty Deadly. Yeah, I read them.
all right.
I know. And there's something else.
Yes. No.
Maybe
throw them together. Kelly Sue DeConnick and Matt Fraction writing together.
That I do actually want to see. That's something that hasn't really happened.
But it should.
They've done maybe one or two short stories together, but yeah, it's funny. I don't know if it's like they never wanted to step on each other's toes or whatever, but yeah, they've never written a story together, which seems kind of odd to me. Maybe they just their book trajectories were just in completely different lanes, but
I mean, odd. And then you have to set boundaries. You don't want shit to overlap, then shit can get murky.
I suppose. I'm not married, so I couldn't say what it's like writing with your partner, but
Well, imagine writing like a 9-to-5 job though. Like if you went to work and you worked side by side in the stress of your workplace with the person that you were in a relationship with, and then you go home where you want to be able to relax. And although that is the person you love, it also is a fucking coworker. So it's sometimes they're the one you want to bitch about. It makes it very difficult.
My wife.
Right. It's like, damn it, you wouldn't believe what Kathy was I mean, never
God,
mind.
it sucks writing so much. Also, I love you. I hate writing with you.
My first boss when I used to work at a little sub shop called Quiznos. He was the interim store manager. His wife was the real store manager, but she was also the national trainer for Canada. And on my very first shift, which was a little short 4-hour shift for training, I was in the back near the end just washing the dishes. And it was a small little back room with the sink, some dish racks, and then the walk-in freezer and the back door. And it was maybe 200 square feet of space, right? Very tiny. And both, oh god, what the hell was his name? It doesn't even fucking matter anymore. But he and his wife Kat were bringing the stuff in and started arguing over like placement of stuff and like how much was ordered and how little was ordered, and just getting into fights about everything. And it was just them and me are the only ones back there. Everybody else is at the storefront. And I'm just standing there fucking awkwardly trying to ignore everything, wash dishes. And then Buddy turns to me when they're just about finished and he says, "Bit of advice for you. If you ever want to fight with your wife, go into business with her."
Go into business with her.
That was 15 years ago, and I never forgot it.
Yes, man. There's a reason why they say don't shit where you eat. I'm telling you, it's always a messy situation.
Yeah, that's good to keep in mind.
Yeah, that is one of only 4 moments I will ever remember from working in that store.
Oh man, that's uncomfortable.
Of course, the one of the other 4 moments was the time when I was on the wrap station, and the same guy kept complaining about the way I was wrapping sandwiches. But the same day, the district manager was in, and he also complimented me to the man's face about how I wrap sandwiches, and I felt such pride that day.
Oh my god, the district manager.
Yeah.
Stand on business, support your staff.
Shut the fuck up, Greg, or whatever the fuck your name is. Yeah,
that's hilarious. Holly used to have a coworker, this person that she had to monitor, and he was very, very whiny and pushed buttons, but he did just enough under the limit to not be able to get fired for it, right? But it was nonstop to everybody, and so her mantra became "Shut the fuck up, Joe," but. she paused and muted herself so many fucking times when she did it that it's just become the mantra now. No matter who it is that's pissing her off, even though Joe is no longer with the company, it's mute. Shut the fuck up, Joe. Unmute. You saying that, shut the fuck up, that reminded me of that. It's pretty funny.
Oh, that is brutal.
They
Brandon,
are making some hardcore money. Fucking both Sex Criminals and Bitch Planet are gonna be series.
What?
Bitch Planet and Sex Criminals are both going. We're both bought by Universal TV, Legendary Television, and Amazon Prime Video.
Oh yeah, but those things take fucking forever to get fully developed.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
I'm still waiting for one of your favorite comic writers to keep to release more of his animated universe.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just like with some of this stuff, I never really hold my breath because so and so series gets picked up for a TV series. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to come to air. You know, it means they have ordered a pilot, and if that pilot goes forward, then they'll go with the series. And even then, it may not last more than a season. Hello, Stumptown, Paper Girls, Why the Last Man, and countless other adaptations of books that died within their first season.
Which was so fucking dumb because
Deadly Class.
That list
That's
again.
gotta be the worst one.
Say the list again.
Hello, Stumptown, Why the Last Man, Paper Girls, Deadly Class, like the list goes on.
All of them.
Powers even got an adaptation.
Which is bullshit, and the shows really weren't bad.
Oh man, yeah. Well, yeah. The Deadly Class one, I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah,
that one
Deadly
was like,
Class.
some of the other ones you're like, oh, okay, maybe the production value wasn't great, whatever, like go cry about it. But like Deadly Class, they literally had the Russos on directing episodes. That shit looked like a movie, and Sci-Fi gave it 1 season. What the fuck are you doing? They spent so much money on that to just get 1 season because the ratings weren't there. What does that mean? Please explain.
Who
Please
knows
explain.
what it means anymore, dude? It's crazy.
It's the Sci-Fi Network. It costs too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
I mean, Remender said it too. He's like, if it had been on any other streaming network or just network in general, it probably would have gotten a 2nd season. But because it's Sci-Fi and they're just terrible about this stuff, it just didn't happen. Surprisingly, Happy, Grant Morrison's Happy,
Sci-Fi's
that
always
got 2
done
seasons.
that.
I don't know how the fuck that happened.
He's Happy what?
There's a miniseries that Grant Morrison did with Derek Robertson called Happy that was adapted into a TV series. And somehow, that was also on Sci-Fi. And somehow that also got 2 seasons, despite finishing the story in the first one. So they were done. They just wanted to come back. And then it got canceled. But I'm like, that gets a 2nd season, but all these other shows that have like 50 issues can't get a 2nd season. Are you serious?
Right.
What are we doing here? That's why I'm like, they just.
You honestly know what I think it is? I don't think
of...
that viewership quite matters as much as it used to anymore. Not saying ratings aren't important, but I also think that an important metric for them is social engagement. Like, are people online talking about this shit?
Yeah.
And I think like Paper Girls could have been better. It could have been turned up to 11. But I really don't. I enjoyed that show. I thought it was all right.
They just also they did no promotion on that. That's another big problem. I think a lot of companies that order these comic book adaptations have no idea how to market them. Because I genuinely didn't know that the Paper Girls show was coming, let alone had finished production until it was on Amazon Prime. And you're like, oh, okay, I guess I'll watch it now. Thanks for telling me. Like, thanks for marketing this. But they just don't really know how to do it. Because it's like, do you market it to general audiences? Okay, well, how? Do you market it to comic fans? Well, they've already read it, so they know what's coming. Are they going to be as excited? Like, I don't know. I don't have the answer for it. I'm just saying it just...
Spaghetti!
The way they handle it is just not well done. Because if you don't even know that it's coming, of course you're doomed to fail. Like, what possible option is there for you?
Don't be stupid. That's what the possible option is. If there's a potential for a franchise, if you're a studio, fucking put the money into it.
Now, Why the Last Man, that one I feel like genuinely really bad about. Because that one was like, Brian K. Vaughan had been developing it for 10 plus years, and they finally get it on Hulu and it gets canceled after 1 season. Like, what a slap in the face. But
that's because it was on Hulu. I feel like if that was on Netflix at that time, when it came out, I feel like if it was on Netflix, it would have done a lot better.
Yeah.
And it would have been able to stick a lot closer to the books too.
Well, I honestly can't even remember when that season came out. Was it around 2020?
It was a while ago, man. It feels like it was forever ago.
Let me see.
You Googling it?
2021, yeah. So I think it was also just like people didn't really want to watch a show about
that was dystopian.
A post-apocalypse while we're a year out from COVID.
Yeah, I think maybe Holly didn't. She didn't want to watch it either. It was hard getting her to finish Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, well, actually, Sweet Tooth. That's why I'm like, fucking fingers crossed. Like, let this be the one. I was like, they got a 2nd season? Oh, hell yeah. Like, I didn't even finish the first one, and I was happy that they were at least getting another one. Like, finish, please, I don't care if you get 4 seasons, maybe even 3, just finish, Don't cancel it after 1. That's so sad.
Swamp Thing, that was another one that was absolutely insane.
Yeah. I don't know.
You never watched an episode, but I'm telling you.
Oh no, I mean, I never finished the season, but I did watch the first 3, and I thought it was pretty good. But it was kind of like,
it was really good, man.
Yeah, it was kind of like, well, because I think honestly, after I can't remember if it was like after episode 2 or 3, they put out a statement that was like, "This series has been canceled," and I was like, "Okay, fuck it. I guess I
Yeah.
won't finish it then. Like, what's the point?"
Well,
But
I mean,
yeah.
I was hoping that there'd be like finality or like something, but
Yeah, it just felt like kind of whatever at that point. Like, okay, if you can't really invest in it. And yet, surprisingly, if you had told me that of the two like least likely shows that I thought would have got made, Doom Patrol and Swamp Thing, that Doom Patrol would have been the one to survive, let alone thrive, I
right.
would have thought you were crazy. Like Swamp Thing feels like such an easy sell for the, fantasy, not fantasy, but like supernatural horror crowd. Like you could totally sink your teeth into that. Doom Patrol is this weird offbeat show about misfits and weird psychedelic experiences. And that's the one that got 4 seasons.
That's a
So I
trip,
don't know
isn't
what
it?
people want anymore. What do people want, bro? 4 seasons of Doom Patrol? Okay, I'll take it. I'm surprised, but I'll take it.
It's weird,
It's very weird. It's very
but
weird.
there we go.
Yeah.
DC shows go for a while, the good ones, man. Hell, even the subpar ones go
Well,
for
Smallville
like
ran for like 10 years, right?
that's what. Yeah, yes,
Something
10,
like that,
10
yeah.
exactly. I think.
Yeah. Hell, even the
And
Arrowverse lasted longer than I think anyone would have guessed it would. Although you can certainly talk about the quality declining over time, but I'm not as equipped to
I mean,
speak
you
on
could
that.
say the same thing about Smallville, too. I mean,
I'm not equipped to speak on that either. I never really watched Smallville either, but
yeah. Later on, they really started jumping the shark, so to speak, when they were bringing in Doomsday and Justice League members, and this is all happening before he becomes Superman. He's meeting fucking Aquaman and all types of shit. He's fucking fighting Doomsday. It was like
that is weird.
fuck jumping a shark. Of course, we're not gonna jump a shark. We're gonna jump 5.
I guess it's just that is that way of like doing the Superman show that you want to do without having the Superman label, so you can tell stories like Doomsday or bringing in members of the Justice League, but he's not technically Superman, so you can kind of get away with it. That seems to be what they were trying to do.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. I'm like, again, it's still shocking to me that they were able to achieve that much success for even a little while. Because like, was anyone watching the CW for shows other than, I don't know, fucking Vampire Diaries, Pretty Little Liars, and shows like that? Like, of all the things to find success in, and that's sort of the market that they had. I don't know.
Whatever popular teen show is going on at the time, yeah.
Yeah. It's just like the idea that you could have a Flash show going toe to toe with their teen dramas always will be a bit surreal to me. Even if show's quality is not that great. Later on, anyway.
I feel like it did both kinds of shows good with carryover audiences.
Yeah. I mean, it was like I remember some people from my school who were like, "Yeah, I watch The Flash sometimes," and I was like, "Okay, if you want."
If you want.
But I mean, I don't know. I'll give it some credit. Like at least it would teach you about certain names of characters, even if they're not at all close. Like someone who I would never have expected to read comics in a million years was like, "Yeah, I know who Godspeed is," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that is surprising." Yeah. I don't think you learned it in the best way, but I'm surprised to see you come to that knowledge.
I'll say it like this: they know of the name Godspeed. They don't really know who Godspeed is.
Yeah.
Or any of the other Twisted Flash characters.
No.
Cobalt.
Yeah.
Not really. No.
Yeah.
They
But
know
I would say
I'll
that it
even
did
say
definitely
neutered
do
version.
both of them good. I mean, I look at it like, because it was always lead-in shows, right? Like their teen drama into Flash, right? Or teen drama into Arrow, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I feel like it was the original Barbieheimer, where they
Nice.
got, couples or family, people who would typically watch shows separately, watch them together.
Yeah. I know that's you're right on the mark. Right on the mark. Like,
Right.
yeah,
So
okay,
like
I
you
guess
got
I'll.
boyfriends watching the OC or Pretty Little
Yeah.
Liars or whatever fucking
No,
show it is, and then her sticking around to watch Arrow.
that's what's so funny to me is like of all the things to put together, like, yeah, let's watch the latest episode of the Vampire Diaries, and now we're gonna watch not Smallville, but like one of the Arrowverse shows. Like, what a world. I don't know.
Well, and then
Just
I
that
mean,
alone is very funny to me.
well, I mean, and then considering that, then you have to consider the writing that went into shows that
Well,
were in the
yeah,
Arrowverse,
yeah,
and
I
they
can't,
were
that
written
I can't take back.
very much like those teen dramas.
Yeah.
Very much like those teen dramas. And what was ultimately the one thing that we learned about the Flash? The most important thing about the Flash, and that
I
is
don't know
the
that I have the
Flash
answer to that.
is Iris.
Iris West.
Iris West.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
was.
very
Yeah, we've been
clear the
talking for
Flash.
hours, and this part of the conversation just kind of came out of nowhere, and that was not rehearsed.
Flash is Iris West. Arrow is
Yep.
about Felicity Smoke.
Oh god.
Yep.
So it's like over, but it's been over for a minute, right? Like they're not doing anything new.
Oh,
it's-
never,
it's
ever, ever
dead.
again.
Wow.
It's been dead for a long time now.
Flash in the pan moment.
But
It's a little sad, I guess. What's the new punching bag? I don't have anything else. If I don't have anything to punch down on, then who even am I?
Does it have to be DC?
It just had like a certain, I don't know, a certain quality.
Because
to it.
that
like some of the Marvel shows, like they may not be as interesting, but they don't have like that laughable quality that some of the worst. And again, I can't speak on the worst of the worst, but some of the worst I saw of the CW stuff where it's just like it's just different.
There's nothing in there there's nothing in the MCU that's written like a fucking CW.
It's more just
for
like
damn sure.
boring, you know? Yeah. Like boring bad.
You're or just bad, like that
Yeah,
Nick
bad,
Fury show,
yeah.
Secret Invasion
God,
or whatever it
yeah,
was.
Secret Invasion.
Not
Awful.
bad, okay.
I said it before and I'll say it again. That drop off needs to be studied.
Yeah, that's just too much, too fast, fatigue, so many different factors, but that's just rough, man.
Indeed it is. And speaking
I
of
would even
fatigue,
say the writing was just incompetent.
It's 9 o'clock.
it's
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
I know you were going.
Yeah. And this is why I saved the news for after, because we
Yep.
probably could have spent the entire show talking comics.
Rob
and
be
not
like,
This is
actually-
why the
this is a
news
small week.
shouldn't come at the
It's not
end,
gonna take
because
that
we will
long.
talk forever about it, and
Oh,
we'll
man.
end up. Now, if we talk at
Yeah.
the beginning, then we tighten our reins up because we realize we're going to
push
run out of
ourselves
time
off
if
'cause
we
we still
don't
gotta
cover
talk
the
about the
books.
But the problem about it is we could still talk about the news for 2 hours and then realize, oh shit, we have 7 books to talk about.
Yeah.
Forced
We're here till
time
9:30.
management.
Yeah.
What can I say? I like talking to you clowns.
Yeah, I've always said this is the highlight of my week, talking to you guys
Seriously.
about fun stuff.
This is
Fun.
definitely the highlight of my week this week because I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
And after staring at an Excel sheet for the past 6 hours, there is literally nothing I would rather do than talk about or look at anything else. So yeah, this really is a joy.
Glad to hear it. Happy to help.
Indeed. It's my favorite place to be.
Exactly. And as with all good things, they must come to an end.
It's true.
Well, not an end. Just a
At least
pause.
for
Yeah,
now.
pause.
Oh, that was very profound. I like that.
You make it sound like we're just gonna stop talking for a week.
It depends how busy we get. Josh is now frozen.
Yeah.
He's gonna
You ever
stay there
wonder
for
how long
exactly
you could do that shit like they do in Saturday Night Live?
Oh man,
I imagine you probably could have if it wasn't for the fact that I could see your finger moving.
yeah.
I have
Like I'm too
tremors. It's not fair.
ADHD to stand still long.
I can't fucking do
I
it.
gotta
My
try and
motor
find
control.
show
God damn it!
find a video to show you guys where there's these guys in a business meeting Zoom call, and one of them is clearly like the team lead or whatever, and each person takes turns like introducing their portion of the meeting, but just as they're about to start presenting, they just go, "You see here." And then like there's shit moving in the background.
Yeah.
And, he's like slowly eating chips like he's Drax. He's like, I can clearly see you moving. Kenny, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, I can tell you what's going on. I mean, obviously, I've got the report right in front of me.
Exactly. I'll see if I can find that video and show it to you.
I saw it. It does it with like 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah. Your TV is on. I can see Allie in the background. Jeff is eating chips. What the
guys, what the fuck is going on? Oh, and that brings us back to the fatigue that I mentioned earlier. We're gonna have to wrap this up because I am too old to keep going. Thank you everyone for watching, all of you out there in Foreverville. We'll be back next week covering all of DC's weekly releases, same geek time, same geek channel, and that's the show. We're getting out of here, so you have to as well. Be careful out there, and remember, in the Geek Matrix, everybody has a home. In the Geek Matrix, you are not alone.
Peace. Go Jays, go.
Don't do that.
I threw it